Perfect. Welcome everyone to this episode of Journey Through Miro. I am here with my morality test subjects, who will now introduce themselves.
I mean, are we really though? Hi, I'm Steven the Stool. You can find me on TikTok at .stevenstool. You could listen to me without seeing me at Most Excellent Theophilus on Spotify and other places. You can watch me be in the DM seat on watching Tomes of Time on the YouTube channel Lone Jedi 100, and you can hear me be a character also in this person who's going next. What they're going to talk about. Because I'm done.
Hello, everybody. I am Captain Calvinist. In this campaign, I'll be playing the valiant samurai and drunkard Kano Udai. I run the Tales of Aesir D&D campaign, where currently we are in a really good part of the story where drama is going to be picking up and where stories for this arc are going to be settled. I also run the Reformed Roundtable podcast, where my co-host is right below, not right below me, but the person below me, Dale Jutsu. He's my co-host. I hope I did that right. Anyway, we should be airing this Saturday for Tales of Aesir, and this Thursday for the Reformed Roundtable. Couldn't do last Thursday because I got sick. It was pretty bad too. I wasn't even going to classes. That's how bad it was.
Yeah, he died.
I did die.
You sad, strange little man.
And then we cast Resurrect Person.
I actually used Animate Dead, so.
Oh no, that's where. Wait.
All right, Jerry. You're up.
Wait, yeah, that's right. Because you changed subclasses.
Right. Yeah. So let's see. How do I begin? Hello there. I am the Black Doctor, also known here in the Journey Through Miro as Balgroth the Dark, the residential adopted dad of the group. You guys can find me on Black Doctor 21 on TikTok, also on my Instagram. You can follow me on my YouTube, also titled The Black Doctor. I'm also in the Tales of the Aesir as the residential Dragonborn Forge Cleric called Athanasius Theophilus. And I'm also a co-host on the podcast, The Men of the Way, found on the Wheat and Tares YouTube channel. Come and see what we do.
A lot of tears in that wheat, from what I've heard. But
if you don't.
What's up, Twitch? Dale Jitsu here. Why don't you smash that subscribe button or whatever the Twitch equivalent is? I am Dale Jitsu on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. Coming to a TikTok live near you. I am on this particular D&D podcast as Isaiah Yeager, wizard extraordinaire, and the what others describe as the leader of the group. So take that as you will and draw your own conclusions.
Excuse me?
Okay,
Right.
Magic Man.
So, first, Cap, check your Discord. Second, I'm going to be doing something a little different for the recap tonight because I feel like it. I have a wheel that I'm going to spin, and whoever's name it lands on has to do the recap in character.
Oh, okay.
Spin the wheel.
Jeremiah,
Okay.
recap as Balgroth. Go.
All right, guys, listen up. Here's basically what happened. Kano got drunk again, and we basically had to bring him back upstairs. We heard some crazy tales about a few people that are in the inn that we're staying in. One about a murderous, basically a murderous seductress. Another one about a man who tries to marry a whole bunch of women, but then ends up killing them and then taking his rings back. One about a woman who is basically trapped in the inn and has been there for years, and then multiple other stories, including our own. Let's see. We haven't taken the kid back yet. We're going to have to wait. And I tried to take care of the kid. We've been playing catch, but now we're having this really big adventure of hide and seek, which has gotten a lot more adventurous than I expected. The small one and I have basically fallen through this trap door, and now we're stuck trying to find our way out. And now we've stumbled upon this lady who's chained up and asking for help.
So, and the journey continues. Why did you put that in the chat?
So what? He said hello there.
So, we begin not with Balgroth and Yip, but with Kano, as you jolt awake from your drunken stupor due to the echoing snap caused by Isaiah's knock spell, which opened the trapdoor to begin with. And you're able, as you wake up from this very loud noise, you're able to pinpoint pretty much it came from the floor beneath you, and you're pretty certain it came from Isaiah. Just 'cause, you know. Who else would be doing magic at this hour, you know?
Oh, Magic Man, stop it! And I'm gonna bang my fist on the floor.
Your room is not above his.
Oh, I'm gonna beat it on the. Where's my room?
You're gonna what?
You're on the third floor, which is the top floor. He's on the floor beneath you.
Okay, yeah, then I'm banging on the floor then.
Oh.
But his room is not directly under
Oh.
you.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna walk all the way down to his room. And I'm gonna bang on his door. Isaiah, it's too late at night for this. What's going on?
It's like not even night. It's barely sunset.
Weren't you drunk or something?
I mean,
Isn't
he's
that what
still
happened?
drunk.
We
Yeah,
got-
he's still drunk. So
We woke up, got schlitzed.
Kano, come on in. And we found a trap door.
It's not even time for second breakfast.
It's not even. He like kind of looks at his. He kind of like looks at like a watch that isn't there.
Your sundial.
It's a sundial.
It's not even like 7 in the evening. What trapdoor? It's too late for adventuring.
What?
Is
Just come in here, you oaf.
Fuck. Sorry.
Watch your
Screw
language.
you.
wow, Dennis! Wow.
My crow
We're gonna curse on
pause
my
right when you say
stream.
the word. So
That
it gets,
was a
called out.
slip. I apologize. That was a slip.
wow.
not in my
You're getting
benevolent
too into
religious
character.
organization,
Influence on
Minecraft
your-
server.
Getting a bit
lexicon.
too into character.
Anyway,
Kana,
look at this gaping hole in the floor my bed used to be.
okay. Look, for all I know, you could have put that there to hide some child.
Well, technically,
Okay.
I did expose
What?
it. Yes. Wait, hide some child.
What? Yeah, what's this weird precedent?
Oh no, you're a magic man. You like to do weird experiments on people.
I'm not a priest. Anyway, look. Yip yap. All right.
Oh!
I'm too sober for this episode. One second.
Can Yip Yap and Bograd
There-
keep shouting at them?
There's the joke of the stream.
Oh,
So
Oh.
anyway, we're gonna jump over that. While Kano and Isaiah have a back and forth, which is very loud, Balgroth and Yip Yap, you begin to approach this woman who's chained in this very dark, dim, like kind of gross back room area. And her eyes are wild with like fear as they dart around from the two of you to the walls and the ceiling, and then like just back and forth. And she thrashes violently against wrist and ankle shackles that are connected to heavy-looking metal loops embedded in the stone walls.
Yip Yap is holding his pseudo dragon like Shaggy holds Scooby. We're just kind of shaking, trailing a pace behind Balgroth.
Balgroth walks slowly to her, his hands obviously out so that she can see him, but walking slowly. It's all right. It's okay. We're not here to hurt you. I think we just I mean, we just found you. It's I think it's gonna be all right. I think we might be able to set you free. It's gonna be okay.
She
Now breathe.
she continues to fight and struggle against the shackles while like as if she's very much trying to get away from you, mumbling to herself over and over again about people coming to kill her and demons like emerging from the walls and the shadows and converging on her and drowning her, and basically like nightmares, the stuff of nightmares.
Mm,
We mean you no harm.
let's see. Do you have any light spells?
Um, I use my homebrewy racial trait of produce flame to have just a fire in my mouth, just like I
And I
am the lantern.
He's like a lighter.
and I reach into my pack and take out and use some flints to light a few torches and place them around the area to try to see if we can light some of this place.
Yeah.
As you do that, she shrieks at seeing the fire and tries to like kick dirt and sand onto it to like put them out.
Oh no
Oh,
no no!
oh,
Please
okay,
don't.
you don't like the light, huh?
I guess that
And
wasn't a
so
very
I
bright idea.
Mm.
indeed, small one, as he begins to slowly snuff out some of the flames that he lit. Is this better?
she she takes like a couple shaky breaths, but she doesn't really say anything anymore. She just kind of curls up against the wall and slumps kind of in on herself as if she's passed out.
But didn't the story men say that like something happened to her brain?
It might be. Yeah, but I believe so. But if we move her, she might go crazy and hurt somebody else or even herself. I want to make sure that she's at least okay to get up and walk before we do anything with her. One, we need to make sure that she's okay, but we also need to make sure that the kids are all right.
Yeah.
Now,
Speaking of which, should I just go try to find the kids because I'm weak? You know, I'm not gonna be much help. You know.
yeah, you and your possibly low charisma. You go, you get the kids, and then check up with me. All right?
Sorry? I'm commonly charismatic. What does that even mean? Anyway, okay. Yep. Yep runs off cartoonishly to find the kids.
So the space that you guys are in, it is just a rectangle of a room. There's no like walls really to hide behind. And there's like I mentioned in the last session, underneath the rows of trapdoors that lead to the rooms are just like disgusting mattresses meant to catch people who fall from the beds. And there's like some bones and decaying bodies in there. You know, different levels of death.
This is for children.
As you run around though, you hear kind of like a small like scraping of wood against the stone floor as an area against the far wall where kind of aligns with the staircase kind of opens up and two small figures step out, one walking towards you, the other kind of flying with their heads down.
Hey, kids, don't come down here. Please leave. If you said one was coming towards me.
No, so they're down there with you. They were in like a space that was underneath the stairs, but it's still in the room.
Okay, I just yell, found them, and I go and find the kids to make sure that they're okay.
Yeah, it's Mary and Stolas. You can tell from the little hidey hole they came out of, it's just like a crawl space that's underneath the stairs. It doesn't really go anywhere.
What happened? How do you? I couldn't get it open. How did you get it open?
Stolas doesn't say anything, so Mary kind of steps close to you. I'm sorry. I didn't think the trap door would actually open like that. And then we fell down here. And I don't know what this place is, but I don't like it.
This is a bad place. You should stay away from here and not play with trapdoors. They could lead to spikes that kill you.
Oh,
Yeah. I made a few of those. Oh, sorry. Backstorying. You okay? You hurt?
we fell on those mattresses. And then, well, when we saw and smelt everything, I showed Stolas the crawl space under the stairs.
Are you okay, Prince?
Stolas is still just... He looks like he did when he, was switched out by those goblins, tied up. His eyes are just, very wide, taking in all this information. But he's doing so
okay.
quietly now.
Oh no, you're not okay. Bograph! Therapy session needed. Prompto.
Balgroth immediately gets up from staring at the woman, thinking about what to do, and rushes towards the sound of Yip Yap and sees the two children.
You can certainly describe Yip Yap's voice as a sound.
And
Oh.
yeah, while this is happening, the trap door that leads to Isaiah's room, it's still open, and Isaiah, you can pretty much hear bits of this conversation. You could hear when Yip Yap was yelling and all that stuff. You could hear when the woman was yelling as well.
Interesting.
And Kano, you could have heard that as well, since you're in the room.
There are actually people in there.
That's what I'm trying to be telling you, yes.
So you built a creepy basement in a building.
I discovered a creepy basement.
Oh, you discovered.
With magic.
With magic. And there are people in there.
Well, now there are, yes.
Who are possibly injured.
They're fine.
Mentally.
Possibly injured. In a damp room. Uncovered from any light. Starting to see an issue.
Do you want to go down and help them?
Let's get them out of there. We don't want to get them sick.
I'm sobered up quick.
All right, sick, Kano, really? It's not a tundra. It's a potentially damp room.
You'll catch your death, little one.
It's damp. There's still water. That means unsanitation.
Right. Well, anyway, go get a rope or something.
Yes, the unclean water is what's going to kill you, not the rotting corpses.
I think we established at this point that he had a very interesting upbringing.
This is true. He doesn't want to step foot in there because it might desecrate the dead.
Too dead.
I don't know. I don't know there are dead bodies in there.
And he doesn't know that yet. And Isaiah wouldn't know that anyway.
You're telling me
it smells, but
it doesn't read.
Okay,
no, it does smell.
Kana's gonna get his adventuring rope and just.
Okay, while y'all are doing that, Balgroth and them are talking to the kid. You notice, on the other side of the room, the woman has calmed down significantly. Her head's just kind of rolling back and forth. She's still kind of muttering to herself, but she's not trying to rip her arms off anymore.
Awesome. I reach out for Stolas. I'm here. You're safe now. I know this little hide and seek adventure was a little, well, more than what we had expected. Huh, lad?
And he just stops talking.
He pats his chest to motion for him to come over, and he begins to walk towards the boy and gives him a small hug.
He kind of like softly shakes his head, but at the same time limply just kind of relaxes against you.
Balgroth, silently but knowing, picks him up and begins to walk towards the woman again, motioning for the little girl to follow him. Well, the little girl and Yip Yap to follow him.
Yeah. Mary follows.
So it begins to talk to the woman after they get a little bit closer, just within eye shot, but not walking within her space. Good, I see you've calmed down.
She just kind of looks at you.
Allow me to introduce myself and my friends. I'm Balgroth, and this is Yip Yap, and this
Look
is
at Motel.
Stolas. Yes, that is Yip Yap. And these are the children that we are taking care of. One we're taking back to the kingdom, and the other one actually lives here. We're not here to hurt you. I actually want to see if you're all right.
She kind of like shrugs and the chains rattle as she just
Would you
looks around.
would you would you mind telling us who you are?
Yeah, she's not really saying much, but as you like get more of a look at her, you see that she is a Limrius, just like Lavinia and Dione. But her feathers, like, there's parts where her feathers should be on her shoulders and arms, where it's just very, very scarred flesh, as if the feathers have been pulled out or scratched out.
Looks like someone's been to the birdie boiler. Let's get you out of there.
Great bedside manner.
Yeah, I know, right?
Um,
He begins to slowly walk towards the chains.
she doesn't really make. She just kind of like shuffles away and doesn't really say anything. While you do that, Kano and Isaiah, while you're like setting up the rope or whatever, both of you roll perception for me, please.
I'm telling you, Isaiah, it is I find it to be an absolute mystery on how rope is made.
What?
Yes, I never made rope in my life.
What are these character choices?
Can't fathom how it's made.
What are you doing?
No, as in I don't know how it's made. I can't for the life of me figure out how to make it.
I hate.
You know what? It's made by going to the rope store and paying them. That's how it's
Good.
made, Kano.
No, it takes tradesmen to learn how to make
You actually
rope.
want to know? Because I can tell you, but I'm just worried
I
that
would
it
love to
might
know
not be the best
how,
use of words.
You
how
see,
is
Kano,
rope
when a
made?
mommy rope and a daddy rope really love each other.
This is an in-serious role. This is an in-character role play.
All right, listen, Kano, it's fairly simple. You have fibers or filaments basically made into yarns. Then you spin them together. And then you take those things that are spun together and you spin them into a bigger version, and that's the rope.
I like my version.
Thank you, Isaiah.
Yes.
I hate this.
have no idea. Aimless voice in the void.
So anyway, shush. So anyway, Kano, you don't notice because you're too busy enthralled by the magic of rope making. But Isaiah, you notice because you're annoyed and you're looking around. You look out the window of your room and you notice one, the sun is setting, kind of like halfway.
At this hour?
It's been a bit. It was
Okay.
kind of setting before,
Gotcha.
Right.
but now it's like getting behind the horizon. And with the kind of like evening-ish, like purple light, you can see two figures walking along the empty dirt road.
Two figures.
Yes.
I'd like to send my crow out for reconnaissance. So I'm going to open the window up
All right.
and have it go caw,
Okay.
but silently because I don't want them to notice it.
Cool. Yeah.
Yip yap, Balgroth, grab the rope.
What?
Yes, grab the rope.
Fine, it doesn't look that far of a fall.
What? Fall? What?
Do we hear them? We hear them, right?
Yeah. If he's yelling, you can hear him.
So confused
Right.
with
How
facially.
long is the rope?
It's 50 feet.
50? Okay. Yeah, that's long enough.
I hope
Yeah.
so.
And
It's a
as
100-foot drop. This place is bigger on the inside.
It's the TARDIS.
Oh my God.
It's
Um,
Narnia.
And I'm the doctor.
Oh God.
Jesus Christ, help us all.
Here, as I'm walking to the lady and to her chains, I look at Yip Yap and see the rope. Yip Yap, would you mind getting these two up there and then going up yourself? I will be right behind you.
Didn't they find the cellar door that would lead them out of here?
It wasn't the cellar door. It was a wood paneling that was loose and led to a crawl space underneath the stairs.
Yeah, it
Where-
wasn't the exit.
Where did the stairs lead to?
It's just a crawl space. It doesn't really go anywhere because the stairs are
Yeah.
like closed steps.
There's just random stairs in this basement. Wonderful. Okay, yeah, I lead them to the rope.
Stairs to the what?
No, it's stairs. It's the stairs
It's
down between
stairs.
floors, but there's no actual opening for us to go up the stairs. We're at the bottom casing of the stairs.
I see. That makes more sense. Thank you.
So get the kids.
Then break through the stairs. No, yeah, I lead them to the rope.
So while y'all do that, Balgroth, as you talk to the woman, she kind of like tugs on her chains a little bit, and then lifts up a very bloodied arm to like dry blood, fresh blood, and points to a part of the wood paneling that you assume connects to the actual wall of the tavern, and there's a like little outline of light coming from that part of the wall.
I look at the wooden panel. What do you want me to see?
She just keeps pointing at it.
I look at the wooden panel and go to observe it.
I want to
So-
be where the people are.
So yeah, as you observe it, like I said, there's whereas the rest of the wall is like a solid, like wooden paneled wall, there's like a rectangular outline of light coming from one specific part of the wall. It's doorway sized.
I push through the door.
So
Well,
yeah,
I try to open it.
so pushing on it, it's pretty easy. It just kind of like slides to the side. The first thing you notice is a second door in front of you. But as you look around, it's a very small. Steven, what is that?
Rush.
It's a
I
comb.
thought that was your knife. Anyway, to the sides of this very, very small room, it's like a cleaning supplies are on the wall.
Oh. So this is where they are. Well, so this is where we were looking at. Those. Okay, I'm mad. He begins to walk right back into the cellar.
One bird gonna die tonight.
Mm-hmm. He begins to tug at her chains to try to break them before taking out his great sword.
Uh,
You have. Well, go ahead.
go ahead.
Oh, well, I think you've been hurt by the people who were supposed to take care of you, and I will not stand for that. I will make sure that you get the justice that you deserve. As he begins to tug at her chains.
So roll a strength. Yeah, strength.
Just a straight strength check.
Yep.
Use your muscles.
And while he does that, Yip Yap leads the children over to the rope. Luckily, Stolas can fly, so he just goes up.
Stolas, how are you?
I pick up the end of the rope and I just look at it. It's like, I always wondered how this was made. And I hand the end to Mary.
I'm gonna burn this place to the ground.
He's gonna make
Not
me
if-
violently angry.
Not if we do it first.
So anyway, yeah, Stolas flies up. He doesn't say anything to you. He just looks. He looks traumatized. There's no other way to describe the expression on his face.
Stolas,
and
I'm
yeah.
sorry about that. I'm sure she didn't mean to scare you.
He nods and just kind of like goes to like the wall and slumps down and like kind of curls up onto himself.
I mean, she did murder her father, so who knows what her motive was.
So Mary is able to climb up the rope pretty decently. She almost falls like once because she's like a kid and her muscles haven't fully developed, but she does it fine. And Yip, make a athletics check for me.
Oh.
And Balgroth, you tug on the chains. You're decently strong, but these are like in the wall, so they're not budging.
I just like, just climbing up there.
If
All
only
right,
we
then.
had people that could open locks.
Huh? No, that's 3rd edition.
I take out my great sword and attempt to cut through the chain.
Roll to hit. Yip, you're able to climb out.
Oh.
We had people that had the ability to open locks.
Hey, he's got great sword.
Great sword beats locks.
I have great hands. He has great sword.
I mean, you hit. Roll damage. Roll damage.
Nice.
All right, I'll be right back.
So as the great sword comes down, the woman kind of shrieks again, and you hear like a crack, I guess, and you are able to sever one of the 4 chains from the wall, and her left foot is free.
Nice. See, I told you. I'm gonna get you out of here. And I began to move to the next set of chains.
Cool. Just roll to hit like 3 times, and I'll tell you which ones hit and which ones don't.
Deux, trois.
Oh,
That one. That
You
one's a
killed
bad.
her, mate!
The 12 hits. Roll damage. Yeah, you're able to get both her. So you get her left leg and her left arm free.
Mm-hmm.
Coolio. But she is now just like scared and like she's curled up against the wall in a way where you are unable to get a clear hit on the last 2 chains.
But I know you're scared. I know you are, and you deserve to be. This is new, but I'm here to help you. And as you saw, I'm already trying my best to get you out of here. I'm gonna make sure that you're safe. So if you could help me, that would be great. Balgroth is slightly gritting his teeth out of frustration.
So yeah, while you deal with that, to the other guys, what are y'all gonna do? Oh, Isaiah, what did you want your crow to do? Just like watch them?
Just like see what they are, and then report back. I communicate telepathically with it if they're within 100 feet.
Yes.
Basically,
like
just
not-
play. You lose.
They're like going down the road, but they're just kind of strolling. So they're not too far yet.
What
I-
is this,
they're coming
Assassin's
towards us,
Creed
right?
Eagle Sense?
No, they're walking away.
Oh, I know what this is. You know what? I'm going to say, Kano. So help me, Kano. Don't talk to Stolas, all right? Leave that to Balgraf. Prince,
Don't
I
talk to who?
I have a quick date I need to catch. I'll see you in a little.
Hey. Date?
Don't worry about it, Kano. It's something different in this country. And I leave.
You sobered up fast for as hammered as you were, Kano.
I would like to go out and, at a distance, follow and observe these two figures.
Your door is locked.
My
From the
door?
outside, yeah.
How?
It's locked from the outside.
Recast knock.
I mean, I guess I'll. How? I'll go out the window.
It sounds so upset.
Did he just revert back to a kobold to make that noise?
I will go out the window.
Out through the window.
You're one story up, dude. That's a fall onto hard ground.
Either I misheard you or you just called it a Windale.
So help. All right, fine. I cast knock at the door.
Okay.
We have a whole spell slot.
You have a thing next to you that can unlock doors, but yeah, use the spell.
Oh, whoa. Yip, yeah. He's up already?
Did you just objectify Yip Yap?
Outside. It's off the outside.
You have a yip yap.
No, you use the
Indefinite
spell slot
article.
Oh, that's fine.
You use the spell slot.
I look aggressively at Yip Yap.
What?
I
What?
do
What?
it.
What?
And then I quickly scamper out.
I'm so confused.
What's the spell DC save for?
That's just for all this. It's not for anything. For this.
It
Sorry.
explodes open with a loud snap, and you waltz out. As you go through as you go through the tavern, you see that there's no one in the tavern. It's completely empty. Not even Dayoni is down there.
Interesting. I'm going to continue, and I want to follow these people at a distance.
Cool. Balgroth, how are you doing?
I'm still trying to get at these chains.
Yip. Does Balgroth need help down there?
I have no clue as I'm picking my tooth with one of my lockpicks. He didn't say anything other than to get them away.
I love whenever y'all are encountered with a lock of some kind. You never try lock picking. You always try to break it.
We have great sword and magic.
You always try to break it, or just.
I'm too short. I'm too short for their passive perception to pick up. I get it.
Why would you lockpick when I'm strong?
Why do I need to use a tool when I have my hands?
Oh man, I forgot my teeth.
Why do I need charisma when I have persuasion and reason?
But I have facts and logic and my fedora.
So yeah, I'm assuming you're trying to get her to like move.
Milady.
And I'm just like, you're not gonna help me move, are you?
Roll.
You're not gonna move, are you?
Try do persuasion, please.
Okay. Now I'm going to need you to help me, please.
She moves away enough where you can get at her other arm chain. So roll to hit.
Thank you.
Damage.
Yeah, boy.
Yep. Yeah. So now both her arms and her left leg are freed. But she is like pretty much sitting on the last chain and she's not moving.
Well, 3 out of 4 ain't bad. didn't want to have to do this, but Yip Yap,
Yeah.
would you mind assisting me with something?
Oh, okay. I try to use the rope, but I slip and just fall. Face planted in the mattress.
Yep, yeah.
You smell the mold in the skin cells.
My muzzle like break the top layer. It's just like wedged between two box springs.
Gross.
Yeah,
Yep, yep, are you okay?
I have no clue. Balgoth, what you need? I'm here.
If you're done fooling around, we have a lock that needs picking,
Oh, okay. I get
and
up and
and I can't get it open.
She's
Okay.
sitting on it though.
I jump up giddily as the pseudo dragon slowly flaps and gracefully lands on my head.
Now there's a bit of a problem. She's sitting on it.
Oh.
Now I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask, but I want to see if she will listen to you first. Would you ask her to move so that you can pick the lock?
Would you please move so I can get you free?
Persuasion.
Please.
Instead of moving, she just points to the doorway again.
We'll kill whoever's been hurting you. Don't worry. We have no qualms about murder.
We as French.
Balgroth, looking at where she's pointing, immediately gets up and walks into the cellar, and I begin looking for a key.
It's a very small room. And there's just like different kinds of cleaning solutions and such. And just stuff like that.
And so there's no key. I pop my head back into the room. I'm not sure what you're pointing here. There's no key. We can't get you out without your help. Like, we're going to need you to move so we can get you free. There is a way out, and we can get through this door, but we're going to need to get you out first.
2 minutes. So, do persuasion.
Just 2 minutes.
My anxiety! I can't!
It's not bad.
No.
No, it was better than my first one.
So, she she moves off the chain.
Yes! Thank you! Now, yip yap.
50,
Yep.
59.
Lock picking!
I like how you have a +6. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it comes off. So now she's just kind of sitting there and kind of flexing her clawed bird feet toes, which look like they've been chewed on by small animals. She's been there a long time.
You could use a pedicure.
And then she just looks up at the two of you.
See? You're free now. Now,
A bad feeling about this.
he begins to get beside her. Here, lean on me. I'll help carry you out of here. Yip yap.
Yep.
You know the room that I was just in.
Yep.
That's the door to the cellar that we were at. I want you to open the door so we can get out of here.
Okay. I go and do that.
As you do that, the trapdoor shuts above you.
Oh. Sorry.
Kano, no.
What?
You ruined everything.
The trapdoor that was
That's
open,
literally Kano's reaction.
Did it close?
Yeah,
Yes!
it snapped back shut.
Damn it.
Oh,
I mean, we're going through the cellar door anyways, right?
Yes,
so
we're
you're in the
yeah.
small room. Even for a creature like you, it's kind of like a tight fit. Unlike Balgroth, who had to like stand sideways in it, you're just kind of like, eh. There's like no real noticeable lock on this side of the door, though.
Can I open the trap?
You can
door?
try.
I
There's
will.
no clear sign of opening other than a small slit in the ground.
Okay, I'm gonna try and open this.
Roll
And
to
if I
hit.
have to, I will like punch a hole in the floor.
I will burn this planet down.
Mage,
What's
mage,
what
mage.
strength? What check strength?
Just roll to hit. Roll to hit the
Yeah,
floor.
just a roll to hit.
Oh, roll to hit the floor.
Yeah.
So my mage hand doesn't specify I have to see it. It just has to be within range. I want to pop up my mage hand on the other side of this door and try to work the latch.
What?
I'm trying to figure out what my.
Explain that better.
There we go.
I cast mage hand on the other side of the door and open it from the exterior to the closet.
I don't
So
think
if
you
Yeah.
can do that. I think
if
you have
you
to see
remember-
your. I think you have to see your target for mage hand to
It
pick
doesn't-
something up.
It doesn't say.
I don't know that much about it.
It just says a spectral floating hand appears at a point you choose within range.
Okay.
I believe that you don't have to see it, but you can't do it on the other side of a wall because it has cover.
I mean, it's on the other side of a door.
Same thing.
It also
Door is
doesn't.
the wall.
It also the description also doesn't specify. You can use the hand to manipulate an object, open an unlocked door or container, stow or retrieve an item from an open container. Yeah, the description doesn't say anything about like barrier limitations.
Then
Okay.
should it be up to the DM?
Just
Kano,
range.
you hit the floor. It doesn't open.
Okay,
The
I'm gonna
mage
start.
hand.
I'm gonna start taking a hand axe to it then.
Just cutting up the floor. So I'm gonna say that you can
Okay.
produce the mage hand on the other side of the door, but if you like, I'm sure Yip Yap would recall. Maybe there is a huge padlock on the other side of that door.
I slip my thieves tool under because that's the ability of the ledgerman, my version of Maid's Hand, because I'm a rogue. It's can use my thieves tool.
Roll sleight of hand with disadvantage because you're not looking at it. And Kano, it doesn't open. There's some mechanism keeping it shut. You're not
No!
using the door.
Why?
How?
How?
That disadvantage, though.
How? Two not 20s.
How long does your mage hand last? Just
Up to a
indefinitely?
minute?
Up to a minute?
Yeah, and then
I
it's
can
a cantrip, so I can recast it forever. There's just
It's
this
always
beer.
going to be a disadvantage, though.
There's just this spectral hand of frothy beer trying to work the thieves' tools into the lock.
Okay.
Okay.
Yip Yap?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Nothing. I'm fine. I'm fine.
So, Kano,
Don't you lie to me, lizard man.
Mary and Stolas are in the room with you right now. Stolas is curled up against the wall having a panic attack, but we don't got to think about that right now. Mary is going to tap you on the arm and look up at you. I think I know how we can get them out.
How?
I think that's the padlock door room, maybe?
Kano's gonna hide away his hand axe, and he's gonna walk over to Solus. Solus, I want you to go back to your room and lock the door. Okay?
He doesn't answer you, but he does kind of just get up, and instead of flying out of the door into his room, he just kind of drags his feet along the floor.
So Kana's gonna walk with him there.
Okay.
Don't open the door unless it's one of us, okay?
He nods and goes into the room.
Stay away from the window.
Cool. So, Mary leads you down to the tavern place, the tavern floor, and there is the door with the padlock on it. And roll perception, and I'll roll for Mary too, I guess. Yeah, never mind. That was a nat 1 for her. Oof. Okay, cool.
Oof.
Weird 21 there. Huh. So, you notice, Isaiah was in a hurry, so he didn't really notice. He just assumed Dione wasn't there. You notice that Dione is passed out behind the bar.
Dione? That's the bar owner, right?
That is the male Limrius, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Kano is going to look towards the girl. Do you trust Dione over there?
I never knew him well enough. He didn't talk much. And when he did, he talked really slow and it was boring.
Okay.
Oh, I guess you would see Yip Yap's mage hand too.
Yeah, you just see this frothing of like the head of beer just like trying to function.
Oh, okay then. I guess I'm just gonna take my longsword then, and I'm just gonna take it and beat the pommel against the padlock to open it.
It doesn't break.
Okay.
Them
I'm gonna walk over to the sleeping Limrius. Hey, wake up. I'm gonna tap the blade of my sword onto his chin.
Yip Yap, you would have heard him slam his sword against the door, and you could hear him talking now.
Hey, help!
And
Hold on, Yip Yap.
so as you like poke Dione, he like kind of like his body kind of like jerks a little bit, and his head lolls to the other side. In his hand is an empty bottle of that dark liquid you drank earlier. It's like almost empty.
I'm gonna need you to open that padlock.
He's
Your
not
woods-
awake. I said his body jerked.
Oh.
He needs
Okay
some
then,
food.
I'm putting the sword away. I'm gonna climb on top of him. I'm just gonna start slapping him till he wakes up.
How many levels of cure wounds does his liver need?
Too many.
That's a good question.
Wake
Uh,
up.
I don't know if I
Wait.
have many lay on hands for that.
Do you have
Wake-
restoration?
I'm just gonna start saying, wake up. Wake up.
Roll intimidation.
You're
I'm
supposed to slap
intimidated
them.
this man's awake.
You're supposed to slap them awake, not stab them.
I am slapping him.
I was making a joke. It's called sarcasm.
But like wouldn't that statement have to go the other way though?
Please just roll intimidation. Okay. So you get him awake, and he immediately kind of like tries to move away from you, and he hits the back of his head against the wall. Ah. What?
I need you to open that padlock door.
I'm not supposed to. What are you?
I don't care if you're supposed to or not. You're gonna open that damn door.
I-
This isn't a question.
Where's Lavinia?
Don't worry about that. Open the damn door.
I don't know if I can move. Oh, I can't feel my legs.
You're gonna move because you're gonna have to move.
Look, son.
Listen, I don't think you understand what's going on here. Kano's gonna pull out his hand axe and he's gonna slam it right next to the ground.
Oh
I
my
don't
god.
think you understand what's going on here. You're gonna open that door.
What is happening?
I got some friends that are stuck behind that door. You're gonna open it.
He just like starts like in his head debating what's worse for him right now.
Look, I got no problem adding chicken to the dinner list.
Now, so that's rude.
I'm not in this game to be nice.
We can tell.
Look, son, I really can't feel my legs. I can just tell you where the key is, all right?
How about I pick you up and carry you to the door?
Just tell him where the key is.
Yeah.
First he's trying to pick up
Fair enough.
I get you.
Well, bang.
Balgroth, you able to hear this as well, coming from inside.
Just tell him where the key is. Kano, listen to him.
Oh man, I'm hearing the voices again. Oof.
I'm not. You're not hearing voices. I'm hearing it too. It's Balgroth, and I'm gonna be quite frank here. I don't trust that. I don't trust him.
Rude.
Rude.
What? Son, I know that your friends are probably trapped down there, and I understand it's a stressful situation. What I'm saying is I can't feel below my neck, okay? So, I'm going to tell you where the key is, and then I'm going to die.
This? Can I insight? I'm inciting this.
The keys aren't magically bound to him, do you think?
Damn.
So,
Hold on.
you just-
Actually, for insight checks, I get something.
Oh my god! Add your things to the roll, please.
Yep, starts chewing on the door to chew through it in the time it'll take this negotiation to occur.
Honestly,
What do I roll for that?
I don't know.
How about a con check to see if I choke on the wood?
Just
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah.
doesn't do too good. Door doesn't taste good.
That was supposed to be 1, not 2. That was supposed to be 1, not 2.
Okay. Once I'm paralyzed from the neck down, I can't move it.
And I can't move it.
Okay, is
What
he
did
telling
you
the
even change? You didn't change anything.
What?
What did you change on your insight roll? It's the same.
No, I get advantage. Terrifying menace is something I have.
Isn't that if you hurt people?
Oh yeah. Never mind. I'm
Oh my
not doing
goodness.
that. I'm not doing that.
You could just use your ears. There's not even a
So
skill
your
check for that.
Okay,
insight
anyway.
check fails.
Anyway.
You can't tell if he's lying or not. What you can tell is that he can't move his body. He has been
Connor,
talking to you with most of his lower body paralyzed.
Connor's going to stand up. Look to the girl. Watch him. Make sure he doesn't move. Where's the key?
It's under the big jar on the top shelf.
Meanwhile, you just hear real loudly the sound of Yip Yap trying to gnaw the door open.
Yep, stop. You're going to ruin your teeth.
Preposterous.
From the neck down, and he
You
can
don't even know what that means.
I don't. Isn't it a type of chicken?
I think you're
Kano-
thinking of posturemus.
So, Kano, are you going to get the key?
Yes, I'm getting the key.
Cool.
Isn't that
You
like
find it's a really big key. It's like the size of your forearm.
This is massive.
It's a specially made lock and key.
Oh dear. Connor's gonna
Jeremiah.
walk over, unlock the padlock, and just open the door.
When you walk past Dione again, he just kind of like nods his head, and then his head just falls forward. So yeah, you unlock the door. Yip Yap is currently attempting to eat it. In the far back, you can see Balgroth standing over a woman.
Balgroth!
Isaiah, what are you up to?
Yes,
Still
Isaiah
following?
is
It's been a
following-
couple minutes.
They're following. I'm following the lovey-dovey couple to
Yeah.
see how their evening goes.
Of
Hit,
course,
hit,
of course.
stab, stab, stab.
So
Is this gonna be dual DM roleplay?
Pro is closer than I am, but we're not trying to interfere. yet.
right. So from the distance, you can see they kind of go off the path at one point and just start walking in the tall grass. And after a little while, it starts to look like the one of the silhouettes. I mean, yeah, you'd be able to tell it's Lavinia and Henry, obviously. So you can tell Henry is starting to like sway and stagger around while they talk, and Lavinia seems unfazed by this. And
Observing.
What?
I'm going to continue observing.
cool. Roll perception.
Perception, you say.
I mean, if you let one kill the other, you only have one person to kill.
But that means I don't get my vengeance kill, and I'm
You
upset.
notice a callus getting really close to your leg, like crawling, basically like army crawling without arms.
He's gonna
Towards
steal
you.
your laces.
He's doing the worm.
Give it a little pat on the head.
It just kind of bleps and then starts slinking backwards into the tall And we're gonna take a short break because I don't know how long this session is going to be, and it's been an hour already. So break.
Alrighty.
And he slithered away. Slithered.
These lovey-doveys.
One of them's gonna die.
Does the worm, but in
One of them?
reverse.
Don't set your bar so low, Jeremiah.
Oh, yeah,
No,
that.
one of them is going to die by my hand.
Ooh,
Maybe.
I don't know about that.
Well, if somebody is keeping this girl chained in the cellar, why do you even have a torture chamber in an inn?
It's a total waste of space.
Why are there so many dead bodies? Like what?
Well, if we're taking a break, I'm going to do this real quick.
Okay. It's so not feng shui.
I know. But do
It
you
is
honestly
incredibly
think
not
that
feng shui.
either of them are getting out of this alive?
No, but I just want
I'm
to
just
kill
curious
one of them.
who's stronger. I want to see. I want him to fight. I want to see who's stronger.
I think she's
That
like
is
poisoned
true.
him or charmed him or something.
Right.
So,
Well, he's probably been drinking.
I
apparently-
think she's gonna kill him somehow, and I think I'm going to have. Well, he might like lash out at her once he realizes, and then I'm just gonna have to decide what to do with this murder I've witnessed.
I didn't get the memo
Cast
that I was.
fireball.
I didn't get the memo that I was supposed to pregame this episode. So I'm just not ready for this part of humor.
Have you tried not being an alcoholic? I'm sorry. Anyway,
I've
a
not been
mind
yet for
slither
most of
or something else might be appropriate.
No,
As a human,
how
I can-
about this? How about you trail her back to the inn and then accuse her in front of everyone else so we can all attack her at once? And she
No.
will pay for her crimes.
Or we knock her out and lock her up, and now we run the inn.
That's
And-
psychotic.
That's that would be kind of antithetical to our entire journey.
I'm
I
gonna go
don't- I
put
don't
some
think-
breadsticks in the oven. I'll be right back.
Bah, you can get
Alright.
chaotic evil.
Good lord, bro.
Remember, Isaiah doesn't know about this woman. You didn't tell him.
actually,
true. We haven't gotten to yet. That's why you need to bring her back.
didn't we get the details of all the quirks of the inn people that I relayed to
Yes, we got.
you?
I mean, we got all the stories, but
Right.
he doesn't know that we actually found the woman trapped in the cellar.
He should have heard us yelling about it and her
Well, no,
screaming.
I mean, he heard her screaming, but he didn't know what it was. He immediately took off once he saw that it was those two leaving out of the inn. So this entire thing, like Kano barely knows that there's a woman right beside me. So not even they knew much.
Which is
So,
ironic because Kano seems to be noticing the women in this campaign.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just wondering how this is actually gonna play out.
Right.
I mean, but
What is
yeah,
Kano's alignment, anyways? Is it chaotic something? Chaotic lawful?
Yeah, I guess. I'm not sure. I think I'm the only one who's like I'm chaotic good.
That makes
So I'm relying on my goodness, but I mean sometimes I'm still chaotic, as in like I'm a jerk. But
I think
but
no qualms about murder.
murder.
Murder!
Murder. Anyway, I am going to be right back. I'm actually gonna make me a sandwich real quick.
Alright. Hello. You may think I have something interesting to say. As far as I know, I don't. I hope you're enjoying the show. And if you're watching, I hope you're enjoying the interesting cycles of backgrounds that I have sometimes. Like right now. I'm not wearing this because this needs to be washed. I'm not wearing that because that's too hot to wear. Oh no. How are you? Did you have a good day? Anybody ask you if you're having a good day today? I hope you are. If not, there's always however many hours you have left in your day. And if not, there's always tomorrow! Wait, why is that motivational advice coming from the depressed character? I don't know! Excuse me while I choke on my own spit.
Were you left alone?
I was left alone.
Oh no.
It's a very dangerous thing.
Yeah.
I might end up giving motivational speeches in character.
Oh god. No one deserves that.
Did you I like how with the last episode, like we'd gotten on dialogue on the break that you weren't privy to, joking about Dale's character being racist against kobolds. And then that came up when the session restarted, and you probably had no context for why I started laughing after I made the reference.
Dang.
I don't know.
Y'all really be out here recreating everything that's like wrong with Dennis's campaign.
You know, satire.
Yeah.
What is Kano's alignment?
I have no clue, and I don't care.
You can look at his character sheet.
I know.
I'm so curious. If it's not chaotic, he's doing something. He either needs to update it or.
It has to be chaotic. There's no way it's not. What?
What?
It's lawful good.
Ah, yes. Threatening people. The most high of lawful good actions.
He has to change his alignment.
That's
not...
at the least chaotic.
Kano is your typical like lawful stuffy type of guy. He's got like this absurd honor code. He's a stickler for the rules, and like probably short temper in his case.
See, I would consider that either lawful neutral or lawful evil because it's more or less he's following his own idea of what is right.
No, he's got a code. That's what lawful is, right?
Yeah.
Right, but he's not good.
I mean,
Sure
he
he
was threatening, as far as he knew, a normal dude because of something someone else did.
He's not lawful, like highly intelligent. That's what I am.
Well, no one accused him of being lawfully intelligent.
Ooh.
Sorry, that's mean. Uh, it's just like I'm evil and I don't like I try to make smart decisions for a guy with a 6 intelligence score, you know? I have to hold back a little. That's part of why I info dumped on y'all after hearing from this soothsayer, whatever you want to call him, peoples. Because Yip Yap has no clue what to do with that information. Steven does.
I think he just comes from a very different culture of like honor and apparently liking dead people a lot.
Right. You know, dead people matter more than like.
I mean,
Not-
there's like real people that like in Christianity that have like really high views of the body after death. So, you know, it's not
Okay, but to the detriment of how they treat other living people.
Like,
I mean,
have
people would be
respect
really
for the
pissed
dead.
if I peed on a gravestone. So,
That's
Okay.
just- I have respect for the dead. I know what his character is coming from, and I know basically what it's based in. He does not go about it that well.
okay, we're live right now. Let's be nice to the boyfriend.
When have I ever?
By the way, I mean my boyfriend. I don't care what you say. About
Whoa! Wait a second.
You can have him.
I
as
That's
though
really-
you have a say in this.
Dale, that's
Hey,
really
yo, what?
Dale, that's really brave of you, Dale, to come out on live.
I mean, I didn't want to out Dennis as trans, but yeah, you know.
Stunning and brave, ladies and gentlemen. Stunning and brave.
I mean, if you really want to go there, I'm syntho gender, so I don't care what gender Dennis is.
You're a synthesizer?
Hell yeah!
All these kids
I'm
with
actually
their
a
own terms,
fireman.
women's rights.
I'm actually
Play
a
Axel F on
fireman.
your stomach.
I can play the Doctor Who theme.
Wait, if you're a synthesizer, does that mean it's even easier to push your buttons? Anyways, some jokes.
I get it.
I want to be like
Sans
that
is my
weird,
spirit animal.
like recorder instrument that has. It's like a mini piano, and you like blow air into it.
The
Yeah.
monotone?
No, like the old version of that.
No,
Oh.
that thing. She's talking about the. Oh, I don't know what it is. But yeah, it's like a wind instrument keyboard.
It's cool.
Neat.
Makes cool sounds.
It noise.
Yeah, very noise.
God,
God damn.
so much happened. I'm not prepared for this episode. Divulge it.
I don't think anybody is prepared for this.
I don't know. We need to start sending out memos of like how gassed are we gonna act versus how gassed should we be. I kid.
There is nothing more base than death.
mean-
Up, kiddo.
Whoa. You really just laugh like Sam.
Yes.
Hey
guys, it's me. It's critical. I mean Sans.
Anyone got ketchup?
I can't not think of Undertale voices through the lens of Jacksepticeye's
No,
version.
yeah, those are like basically canon in my head.
They are canon.
Because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you are. When it comes to Sans, when you do the voice, you try to replicate the sound the
Jack.
text makes.
Boy.
Right, yeah.
And when it comes to Papyrus, it's just Skeletor.
It is.
I can't think of any of his lines. It's been
Just
forever.
say spaghetti. I don't know.
I want to play a skeleton in one campaign some year, some lifetime.
You still haven't recalibrated your puzzles. What are you even doing?
Steven, if we
So, as I
ever,
was saying about Undyne,
if we are in another campaign together and you do the skeleton, I have a ghost character.
Oh my goodness.
Are you saying I should DM a campaign for us?
Yeah,
I mean, yes.
we can all be undead.
Yes.
I'll be a ghost, he'll be a skeleton. And then someone can be like a zombie or a vampire or something.
I call vampire.
All right, Dennis can be the zombie then. Fits because he doesn't have a brain.
I'm gonna go get my breadsticks.
Ooh.
I didn't know Dale was asexual.
They are in fact garlic breadsticks. So
Wait, how does breadsticks? What?
It's an old asexual stereotype.
Ace.
Sexual.
Okay, I will write this into a Cher's backstory. No,
Wow!
He just gets the undeniable urge to eat.
You mean
garlic
Ace share?
Ace share.
I mean, I don't. What is? I do not know what a Cher's favorite food is.
Good berries. That would be an acceptable answer.
He likes corn.
It's corn.
Ow! Ow! That sore hurts. Well, duh.
I know
Oh,
Akita's
it
favorite
hurts to
food.
laugh.
Akita's favorite food is apple.
I knew it. It's a villain arc. Only villains eat apples often.
Take a bite
No,
of the apple
assholes.
to make you look like the
Yeah, assholes eat apples.
insert cinema sense.
Even rhymes.
That one makes a significantly better pie.
Where is Dennis? Jeez.
What's this, Dean from Supernatural?
I guess he got kidnapped.
Wow.
Kid,
What a
kidnapped.
shame.
No, he got Kano nuked.
He got Kano'd. Kano, you die? Yes, unfortunately.
What?
Dennis, congratulations on coming out as trans.
What?
Just look on your
Okay, so I got some pretty unhappy news, guys.
Oh, what happened?
What?
So I just got an email from the Army Department, and I got to go to bed because I have a ruck tomorrow morning at 5:10.
Oof.
So I'm gonna have to dip out early so I can pack my ruck and get some sleep because I gotta be there at 4.
He's got a race for those maidens he doesn't get.
So I'm sorry, guys. It's the Army.
I understand, my dude.
What it was.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta stick it to the man, and sometimes the man pays you, so you gotta. The man sticks it to you.
Coons, it's foggy out there. Is it? Oh,
It's
geez.
just like, what if it's
In
foggy out
Soviet
there?
Russia, man sticks you.
So, no, I'm really sorry. There's no way I can get out of this. I'm really sorry. My Heavenly Father.
I heard all that. I'm coming with my breadsticks now.
You heard all?
All of it. Even the coming out
even the-
conversation.
I was gonna say
Uh.
even the no maidens.
No, man.
It's funny because it's true.
Uh,
Uh,
so jeez. Insert
too
joke.
great at this.
Insert joke here.
Lancer, is that you?
You okay, Noel?
I'm just
But I could be
thinking.
convinced to DM a game at some point if there were interest.
That would be fun. So
Yeah,
technically,
I have I have a feasibly infinite amount of characters I want to play. I'm never gonna get to.
and that would mean all of us, but me, has a DM to D&D game. And I am the allowable exception because I don't know how to DM. And I'm not that creative.
Oh,
Hey, there are modules.
That is true.
Other people have been creative for you.
Great. That is a great help to my self-esteem.
Well, I mean, it's
I
like
think you can do it, Jeremiah.
not everyone can write the institutes of the Christian religion. Some people have to read that and then tell other people about it.
Yeah, that would be me.
So, why is my voice echoing for one?
I don't know.
I have no idea. I mean, my voice changer's off. So
Are you talking into Roll22 or are you muted on that?
Echo?
Oh.
Is it just you echoing?
No, I'm muted on Roll20.
now for the Bayside Sharks, number 15.
Anyway, so
Factions.
Kano unlocks and opens the door, and as soon as the padlock hits the ground, he vanishes.
Okay.
No.
So that leaves Balgroth and Isaiah, and Mary is also standing there, looking frightened. Isaiah, you are following Lavinia and Henry.
My mage hand scratches my head for me as I take back my lockpicking tool.
So yeah,
Cool.
you all have the way out.
So you're still stumbling around. What's going on there?
Okay. After a while, it looks like he just... That is bothering me so much.
What?
That echo is bothering me so much.
Here, let's do an
Go on
experiment.
now. I don't hear it.
What the hell? I don't even have like the option to like do anything.
Roll20?
I'm not sure what it would be.
Okay.
Go
Now I
to
can still
Cog
hear.
and Roll20 and go to audio and video. You can put up
Right.
voice and video on none for hear and see. And
Did it change
Where?
it all when I muted? Did it change it all when I muted?
do you see the
No.
cog?
What?
You know the cog and like
Oh.
yeah, top right.
On audio and video chat. And then just put none to others can hear or see, or I can hear or see. Just put none.
Okay. Cool.
Is that better?
I think. No.
Hey, Steven, mute yourself really quickly.
I already did. I already tried that problem shooting.
Because I didn't hear it for a minute. And just mute yourself quickly.
Who?
Steven. Yeah. So can you say something? No?
Ah. I think it was coming from Jeremiah.
If it's coming from me, I don't know necessarily how.
The culprit.
So let me pop out and then pop back in again because I turned off my voice changer, so I don't think it's working. So I'll see what I can do. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Or let me audio.
I don't hear it now.
Interesting.
Wait, hold on. It might be gone. I don't know. Yeah, I don't hear it anymore.
Like a
Nice.
ghost in the system.
Okay, well, anyway, so yeah, he falls. Henry falls. And Lavinia just kind of stands over his body for a second before she also kind of crouches down behind the tall grass out of your view.
Can I send my crow to fly over and see what it sees?
Do you want to see what it sees?
You want to? Yeah. From your bird's eye view, you I guess so. You're looking through its eyes.
Yeah.
So you see Lavinia take the knife that Henry had on his belt, and she kind of crouches over his body and levels it with his neck.
Oh.
I would like to carefully, perhaps even stealthily, get within line of sight with her.
Roll stealth.
You mean mind sliver range?
I was about to question. Like, I look to the top left corner. What number is in the rating box?
Oh,
She notices you approach.
I
And
begin,
she
as I
stands up.
realize she notices, I try to play it off. Well, I'm not saying you're a gold digger, but you're not messing with a broke trader. He's got quite a bit of gold on him.
Listen, I don't want you to have to end up like him. In all honesty, this could be a self-defense. He was going to
What?
kill me too.
I magic missile.
Okay.
She didn't
If
even
you
get
wanna
through
do
her
that.
villain speech.
She's about to give her sad
Six
backstory about
force
her.
damage.
She's gonna give a sad backstory about her upbringing in wherever the heck he grew up.
So is that just
Gamer
one, or is it the three?
It's 3 times that, so 6 total.
I was said Doofenstein.
Concentrator enemy thinks she's got to make 3 saves.
No, and it is in Druselstein. Druselstein.
3 saves?
How her parents never showed up for her birth.
Dang it! I was about to do that, but
passes.
didn't care.
That doesn't. That passes. So she only gets hit by one of them.
If she's concentrating on something, she has to make 3 saves. But if she's not, she just takes 6 damage.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Who's the garden gnome?
I'm making it is.
I'd also like to cast Dragon's Breath on my familiar.
As you do the magic missile, she kind of like gets forced backwards and onto her back on the dirt path. Listen, we don't have to. We don't. This doesn't have to get messy.
Oh, I already has secret passages in your tavern, strange occurrences and rumors, and then this fine murderous gentleman finds himself outdone by a woman, no less. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm sure he wouldn't like it.
The fuck did you say to me?
Kill.
You think a woman can't be a murderer?
Oh no, you've done a lovely job at displaying evil, vile character traits. Frankly, I don't understand why people underestimate women so often. They're quite awful.
Kill.
What even?
Kill her magic missile.
They are capable of just as much depravity as the worst of men. And I, for one, am an equal opportunity pursuer of justice. And with that, I'm going to have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Well, this doesn't seem like justice. After I make I'm gonna make this dexterity saving throw, and then we're gonna cut to Balgroth and Yip Yap. Okay. Yeah, cut to Balgroth and Yip Yap.
What do you think Kano went?
You know what? This is probably the first time that I'm a loss for words. I don't know. Anyway, we've got to get this woman out of here.
But
Now,
where? To where? Is she okay? Can she like fend on her own? I
I
had a
don't.
hard time adjusting.
Of course. But the first thing that we need to do is get her out of this room.
Okay, the door's open. Go, lady, be free.
I don't think she can walk. I try to I attempt to pick her up.
That's okay. I don't
She
have.
she like
Hmm?
struggles against you for like a hot second, but she's just too exhausted to fight back at this point, and she collapses when you pick her up.
You are being rescued. Please do not resist.
I was gonna make that joke, but okay.
Well, I beat you to it.
Great minds think alike, you jerk. Well, I have saved your life. I hope you are eternally grateful. Let's get you out of here. As I begin to slowly and carefully carry her out of the cellar and then up the stairs to our room. Yip Yap,
Yeah.
would you mind seeing if you could find some food downstairs? I don't think our bird friend will mind, because
Pilfering,
if she does mind, she'll taste the end of my blade.
pilfering
So
food is my speciality.
as you go up to the room and stuff, are you going to your room specifically, like where
Yes.
Stolus is?
Yes.
Okay, when you get there, he's curled up having a panic attack, but it's fine. As you look out the window, you notice three pinpoints of light coming from afar in the field.
Uh-oh. I I look out the window and peer a little bit more. Do I see anything else just than just the pins of light, or can I make anything out?
It's pretty dark, but as the light goes off, you are able to catch sight of two silhouettes standing um, across from each other in the road.
Well, looks like a battle deserves my attention. I lay the woman down on the bed and cover her up. I first kneel over to Stolas and I say, "Hey, buddy, um, I know things have been rough. It's gonna be okay. I promise you, it's gonna be okay. I'm gonna take care of a few more things, and then I will be right back.
So
Okay?"
that's a deception check, right?
No persuasion.
Or
I
what?
get it.
Roll for milk? What?
What?
You terrible, terrible bad. Anyway, I'm going to take care of some business, and I will be right back. If the lady wakes up, just let her know that we're going to get her some food and we're going to take care of her. Maybe
Yes.
maybe you can talk to her.
Yes. Leave crazy lady alone with terrified child.
You're supposed to be coming up there after them after you bring food. You're gonna be okay.
That's true. Did you yep find food?
Uh, it's an yeah. There's food at the bar,
All right.
just like small
Yip
stuff.
Yap brings up food of all random. He doesn't know how to properly make a plate,
Cool.
so it's like random things.
I immediately rush past Yip Yap. Good, you got food. I am going to go take care of something outside of the inn. It might be good, it might be bad. Just stay with the people. I'm going.
Right. Breadstick? No. Okay.
And I immediately race out of the inn towards the lights.
So as you go out there, and I will say now that she passed that DC, so that's half, right?
Yeah.
So that 6, right? Yeah.
Mhm. Yep.
So you watch as another burst of light coming from flames this time erupts over the figure in the street. And soon you're able to see Isaiah standing over Lavinia's body as she kind of pats out fire and stuff.
Ah,
Magic, missile, and dragon's breath again.
Rinse and repeat? Whoa. Both of those?
Balgroth,
No.
Mm-hmm.
you have the opportunity to stop him before he does that.
Oh, ew.
Wait, Isaiah, wait, no, wait. What's going on?
Bam!
Wait one gosh darn minute.
So he just continues to attack.
Burn, baby, burn.
Balgroth, all I want is for two lovers to be reunited in Avernus.
Henry's not dead.
He's not
Oh,
dead.
you just me breathing
Yeah.
fire on him. It's an area of effect.
Oh my goodness.
Well,
But
wait,
they're
I
not
don't-
in the
I don't
same
think-
area anymore.
Oh, they're not?
Yeah, no.
Henry's just passed out right now.
Oh, well, we can remedy that.
Oh my goodness.
But first, this woman.
Not yet, Isaiah.
Make that
Wait.
save and throw and take that 6 magic missile damage.
Huh. The evil person in the party bringing snacks to traumatized children. The person who said they were good? Murder.
It's not murder.
It ain't self-defense.
So you're not trying to kill her?
No, I am. I literally just watched her try to murder a man. She's clearly got a dungeon in her basement.
But you want
These
to
are
murder
both
that?
evil people.
Isaiah. I mean, this is
Like,
this
it's
is
not like there's like
after.
a magistrate I can take her to and be like, "Good sir, could you give her a fair trial?" No,
We're,
this is
we
like a
are-
child kidnapper and
we are
murder.
days,
Like,
we're days travel from a
trafficker.
kingdom.
I just like, first and foremost, after this has already happened, I walk up to Isaiah. I'm like, do not kill her yet. I need answers out of her. And then I take my sword out.
Did she
and
survive
point it-
that damage?
I'm gonna say it didn't happen.
Right.
What?
I
Spent the spell slot, madam.
You can get it
Roll
back.
the
It
die.
didn't happen.
you can just spell slap back. Anyway, I point my great sword at her. I'm like, first and foremost, it seems that you're already attempting murder, but I want answers. What is that woman doing in your cellar? Why did you chain her up?
That's my sister. And she killed our father. So I chained her up because she's dangerous.
Is she lying?
Roll insight.
Are you kidding me? Are you
Audience,
kidding me? I have a +2 in insight.
audience, you know what's wrong with her
Yeah,
logic.
and you rolled a nat 1. So you can't tell if she's lying or not. Dale, you can tell that something isn't true, but you don't know what.
All right, I'm gonna give her a quick mind sliver.
She
Dude,
didn't chain her up.
Wait.
She chained herself up.
Do you want to keep lying, woman? Add lying to your crimes.
Lying's not a crime. Dancing's not a crime.
So she takes 1 psychic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a psychic damage.
Yeah, just a single. She winces and like kind of her body jerks for a second before she like pushes herself up to stand. She killed our father. All right?
And is
She
that
had to be
why?
punished.
Mhm.
Punished for years in a basement? That's not how justice is done.
I feed her.
What, people?
Congratulations. You at least know how to take care of a corpse.
You're not supposed to go to jail. You're supposed to take care of your kids. What, you want a cookie?
I had to do what the judges couldn't do
And why couldn't the judges do it?
because she killed her lawyer.
Wait, what?
If she killed
so
her
they-
lawyer, she should have already went to jail.
Woman,
They
okay,
didn't kill her right then and there when they should have. They just locked her away again, and then she broke out and so now I had to keep her out of trouble.
Is she still telling the truth? Is
Wait,
she
you left her
actually
with a
telling the
child?
truth?
Yeah,
Y'all
meanwhile,
love
There's
her.
a woman chained up, and you left her with Stolas alone.
Meanwhile, you don't know that.
Well,
Meanwhile,
no. I left her with Yip Yap.
Yip Yap.
Meanwhile, Yip
What?
Yap's delivering. Yip Yap's
Between
delivering the.
Kyle, that woman, and Yip Yap, those children will be dead
Dale,
in the next
Jeff,
5
The
minutes.
scene is changing. The scene is changing. Meanwhile, Yip Yap has just started delivering the cursed charcuterie board to the room.
Yeah, so Stolas is still having a silent panic attack. Mary's dog is there now, the big Rottweiler, and the lady is just very silently petting the dog.
Yip Yap offers the dog the biggest chunk of meat, hoping it will be a peace offering, and he will not become the meal.
Yes, it eats it fine, and Mary is just like, "Don't worry, Devil's a good boy.
Do you want some?
I'm not hungry, thank you though."
Okay. Stolas? Oh, that's not good. Do you need a comfort animal? There's my pseudo dragon.
He doesn't answer.
Here, I take off my weighted blanket that I've been so proudly wearing as a poncho, and I kind of gently lay it over him for comfort.
He kind of just brings it around himself and then lays on his side, curled up.
I put down my one children's book I kept in his view, in case he wants to read it, and I leave the charcuterie board on his bed. And I just awkwardly stand in the corner with my dagger in case anything goes bad. And
I turn into an NPC.
Another hand ready to cast a spell. I don't know what. I just don't know what's gonna happen.
Okay, so you're ready an attack and a spell. Cool. Yeah, so back to Balgroth and Dale and Lavinia.
Now, do we even know if she's telling the truth? Because I can't tell.
I'm skeptical, Balgroth. Also, what about this man that you have rendered unconscious for now?
He was gonna kill me. It's self-defense. Preemptive self-defense.
Oh, how did you know he was going to kill you? I'm curious.
Because he was talking about marrying me. I know Henry. He's come to my tavern for years. He always talks about the women he marries, and they die mysteriously, and their rings end up on his belt. I'm not stupid.
So how about the other men you've killed?
That is not part of this conversation.
No, it is definitely a part of it. He points his sword even more.
Balgroth.
This is part of this conversation.
I think at least I deserve a fair trial. Instead of just being killed on the side of the road.
From what you've told me, the court system is not very reliable here.
Very true, very true, very true. Justice must be taken into our hands.
Absolutely.
And who are you? You're a bunch of
I am-
nobodies that stumbled upon my tavern.
What does it say that you're losing to us?
I'm not losing.
Dragon's breath.
Wait!
Why are you waiting?
Bog-
Can't breathe. Do you honestly think that you're going to win
Make that
against
save.
those blessed by the god of vengeance?
Make that save.
She saves. So
Okay.
that's
5 damage.
okay. So as the flames engulf her, she screams in pain. She's not quite dead. But then
mostly
you
dead.
watch as wings sprout, as her arms grow and feathers grow, and she flies up into the air and goes back to the tavern.
Okay, well, I'm going to shoot all my magic missiles at her and continue to throw blaster with Dragon's Breath, so...
Oh my gosh, dude!
She's already flying,
By the
dude. You
way-
gotta keep up with her to do that.
Okay,
Right,
well, I have
you
120-foot range on my magic missile, so... Bing bong. So make a save and take 12 damage anyway.
What save?
No, wait, before you do that,
We'll make it
I can-
non-lethal fire and force damage.
Balgroth, what?
Nah, I'll keep this for later. Go ahead.
Bing Bong, you're doing a bad job, I say as I launch off.
Bing Bong.
Uh,
So it's 12 force damage.
yeah, I know. I'm
And this-
thinking.
Make a saving throw against
A saving throw against what?
the dragon's breath. Was this supposed to be like a story character?
No,
Okay.
but I didn't.
I feel like there's some resentment
Expect
here.
y'all
I don't want to be
kill
like
her.
what?
Hey,
I
I
didn't
haven't
think y'all would just kill her immediately.
laid a finger on her yet.
Why are you so
Because I
helping?
beat you to it.
Ugh,
Okay, we
No.
know this is a bad person.
yes. Not every bad person has to be killed immediately, though.
But we need the story.
I gave her time to not murder this man on a date. And what did she do?
What?
Also, I'm going to walk over and, well, we'll see if I do that. Balgroth, that man over there murders women. Do you want to take care of him?
Not until we actually get a confession out of him. Now, you go back to the inn. I am going to carry him there, and do not kill anyone until I get there.
Right, I'm the one that's out of control here. And I'd like to walk over and
Um,
touch the body.
Look, I wasn't gone for that long, so yeah, you are kind of out of control.
You are gonna.
Okay, let's just pause this and let's think rationally. Let's use logic, as the British would say. All right, you see a woman, let's
The
just
what
say,
would say?
roofie a man and put a dagger above his throat. And then she sprouts wings from her back and begins flying towards 2 children and some unsuspecting people.
She's
Are
part
you
bird.
going to A, let it
Okay,
happen, let her murder the children, or B, use the 9?
Okay, succubus wasn't part of the equation when you were about to incinerate 2 birds with 1 stone.
Okay,
There is an
murder
option
was.
C, which is just apprehended.
Right.
There's an option C, which is sleep. You have the sleep spell, first
I
off.
don't have it prepared. And it's not that effective against things over time.
Well, you know what? This is another thing that sucks about Roll20 is there's not even a good way to compute prepared and not prepared.
Yes, there is.
Yeah, he does have. I saw it on his thing.
Yeah.
I don't know how he did it, but
Nerd stuff.
Use the 9.
Anywho, I'm taking him, and I pick him up, but I also lay my blade on his chest so that it's literally pointed at him. If he tries anything, he dies. Anyway, let's go.
What's on this body, by the way? I'm curious. Do you have anything
he's
nice?
not dead.
No, not hers. Hers. The woman.
She's back at the inn.
I just shot her twice.
You missed.
It's an unmissable spell.
So Yip Yap is just awkwardly eating cheese from the charcuterie board. It's like Pepper's death that's about
He survives and is inside the inn.
You're so upset. You look so upset.
Which of us looks so upset?
I race carrying the body to the inn.
Yeah, Crow and I are gonna book it back, and it's just gonna start spewing on sight. And I'm gonna magic missile as soon as I'm within 120-foot range.
How many spells left do you have?
Well, you made me undo a lot of my spells. So
I made you
have
do one.
All right. Did that last magic missile work or no? Did we undo that one?
She's
Yes.
still alive.
Okay, I have 2 spell slots left.
So anyway, I started blasting. Please don't.
literally.
And the dragon's breath it lasts for a while.
If you cast
I like that you
flames
froze
in
in that
here,
position too.
Okay.
you're going to burn the inn down. We don't need that. Please.
So, Yip Yap,
Yip Yap is singing the "When I Was a Young Warthog" bit from The Lion King.
You hear a crash come from downstairs, and then
I pull-
someone running up the stairs.
I pull up both my daggers and I ready my breath weapon to burn whoever opens that door.
You hear the door next to you open, and then slam shut.
And what?
Like the room next to the room you're in, that door opens and slams shut.
And slams. I turn to face that wall. Terrified. I no longer qualify to be a pirate.
No! Oh god, no, the one rule! How could you break the one rule?
What?
That's disgusting. It's a joke from a podcast we both listen to. I'll put it in the group chat because I won't say it on live.
Oh my.
Yes. Okay. Maybe he does. I don't know.
Oh wow. Anyway.
There.
Oh my gosh, we are children.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Yip Yap is 18.
Oh.
Ugh.
So yeah, Balgroth Isaiah, you get back to the inn.
I immediately drop the man on one of the tables.
He just groans and is just like.
I pick up my sword and draw an X on the table by him as a bit of a warning, and then race up the stairs. The children! I gotta make sure the children are okay.
Oh no.
And then I
Actually, coup de grace this guy on my way in. I don't know. I'll think about it.
no.
What is
I,
wrong?
I make sure that I push Isaiah up the stairs before me.
You grab him by the scruff of his neck.
Like
and
I'm like
throw
standing
him up
straight
the
and you're
stairs.
pushing me up like a box.
Yes. Pivot!
Cartoon
Pivot!
style.
Fine, I'll kill her first.
It's like Powerpuff Girls.
Where's
And then
this woman?
I burst through the door of my room. Is everything all right?
Because
On
I
that note-
had it prepared that if someone broke in, I was going to firebolt them.
That's okay. I
Does
can
that
take it.
hit?
Do it.
Does that hit? I'm
Yes.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Ah!
Fine.
As you open the door, Yip Yap's head just snaps and he
Ow!
You people are unhinged.
Excuse me?
I was trying. Balgroth, you've ruined everything. And Yip Yap, you've shot Balgroth. Anyway, where is the woman?
As I begin
I
to
point-
cast lay on hands on myself.
I point to the room. I point to the wall.
So
Oh,
with all
yeah.
of this commotion going on, Stolas covers himself with a blanket. Mary shrieks, and the woman also shrieks and tries to grow wings as like a fight or flight response, but because of the damage done to her arms, they're not pretty wings.
Fix these broken wings of mine.
Anyway,
All right. Okay. I'm sick of this. We're
Oh, you're sick of this.
shut up. Everybody just be quiet. I'm on fire. I've raced from the inn and back. From outside the inn and back. I'm trying to stop cold-blooded murder without me. We need to settle this.
Yip Yap offers you a bagel.
Technically, I'm the only one here who stopped a cold-blooded murder. So,
While trying to commit one.
it's not
Okay.
cold-blooded and it's not murder.
Okay, the first thing that we need to do. Number one.
Break down that door.
You stay out of this.
Are there windows in these rooms?
There's windows going to the outside. Yes.
Can I crochet in to her room?
Hey, I could try to break in through the window.
Into the window.
Could
But
I?
Sure.
sure.
Do athletics to
Oh.
scale the outside wall and then do a sleight of hand to open the window. And as you look inside and as the crow looks inside, that's good. You see Lavinia drinking something.
Oh, Groth, you've ruined me.
Is it
What
nice?
do you mean?
Also roll stealth to make sure
What
she
time?
doesn't.
What time of day is it?
It is.
It's nighttime.
I
isn't it?
would say it's about like 10 o'clock at night now.
I put on my bandana, so I am invisible.
Good show. Good show.
Very good show.
So you're just invisible now, and the window opens, and she looks at it, and then just keeps drinking.
Can I discern? Do I have any inclination of what she's drinking?
It's red.
It's red health potion. Yip Yap's magic missile.
Oh,
What?
so Yip Yap is also in that cone.
Does my crow know that? Or is he invisible?
Oh my god.
Oh, I need to roll 3 hits for magic because I have a messed up magic missile.
You have an abomination.
No! Oh wait, that's not a 0. Wait,
Yes.
yeah, no. Wait, why isn't it
Is
red?
that a
It should
nat
be-
1 or?
It's
It
a
should
nat
be red if it's a nat 1. Oh, it is.
Yeah,
Because you have
yeah.
advantage turned on for some reason.
Shame. Explode now.
They all exploded in my face for what was it? 1d4 damage.
I think it's 1 damage each.
Yeah, for 1 damage each.
Upon hearing this, Lavinia runs out of the room.
Well, hold on. Have her make that dex save.
Do I also have to make a dex save?
Yes, you also have to make the dex save because you're in the
Oh
cone.
no!
Ha!
All right, you only take 7.
Why are you guys getting so many high rolls?
She fails,
That's 50.
but she was drinking a lot of potions because y'all are fucking insane. And so
All
she
right.
has
Well, if she's
resistance
leaving
to
the room,
fire.
guess what she's coming out to?
Why do you keep saying y'all? I haven't laid a finger on the woman. I am an innocent man.
Yip Yap is going to defensively firebolt in the direction he was
That
hit.
is 15 damage. to
Can I
her.
just ask, just plainly ask, why are you hell-bent on killing this woman? Because she killed someone else?
Okay.
Is that your strain of logic? You
Are you
are going
asking-
to kill a random citizen, not some overlord, not some highway man, or even if it was a highwayman. You are more okay with killing a random woman who runs a tavern and inn on the side of the road than just tying her up, knocking her out, and leaving her to be dealt with by like actual people in power.
Okay. So there's 2 pieces to this. Why would I be hostile to her, and why would I kill rather than capture? So the hostile part is we have the infallible storytellers telling us that she just like kills men. I caught her trying to kill someone.
Yes.
She also has a woman chained up in her basement. Also, she has a basement to chain people up in. Let's not ignore that fact, right? There's a bit of air of strange magic involved in this. She suddenly flies, so clearly
She's a Limrius.
He's a hard bird.
Limrius have wings.
didn't know that. Now I do.
Yes, you did. Anyway,
I knew they were bird-like. I didn't know they
Focus.
could fly. But in any case, she's clearly an awful person.
Yes,
So that is a murderer,
yes,
and I caught her trying to murder. Yes. Okay.
yes.
So that's why she should die. Now, the reason why I'm not going to kill her, or sorry, the reason I'm not going to capture her and give her to someone else is that, first of all, no trial needed, caught in the act, 4K. Second, do you really want to just like assume the police will take care of this when I don't even know if there are police here? She's too dangerous to be kept alive.
If that's your strain of logic, you should be killing the other woman too.
What other woman?
the woman
The
we
one who
just
was
rescued.
chained up because she killed her father
Yeah.
I
He
don't
and
didn't whip her.
supposedly killed the other people downstairs.
supposedly. Wait,
He
she
didn't
killed
whip
people
that.
downstairs?
Not
Yeah,
downstairs,
there are
in the
tons of
basement.
bodies.
There
Yeah,
are
there
dead
are tons
bodies
of
down
bodies
there.
in
Listen,
there.
But I
all
guess
know,
Isaiah
I
wouldn't know
don't.
that.
This is the first I've ever heard of this woman. We'll get to her in a minute.
What do you mean?
What?
I mean, this is no.
I thought
Honestly,
the woman
canonically,
Bulgaria
this
killed
is
her parents. I didn't know this
cano-
woman killed her parents.
yeah.
No.
Canonically, this is the first time she's ever heard of this woman. I'm
Yeah.
the one who knows more about her. Well, Yip Yap and I.
No, I'm Dale. Do you know who this woman is?
So, what's her name?
Yip Yap told
She
If
has
you-
not given her name yet.
if
Yeah,
Yip
she
Yap
doesn't
heard
have a
about
name.
if Yip Yap heard about the chained woman, he relayed that information to both of them.
Yeah.
My understand. I have it in my notes. I must have misunderstood. I have Mary killed her parents? Question mark. So I
That's
thought
the girl
Mary
with-
really did that.
That's the child with the
From
dog.
earlier. The woman who was chained up and is now sitting in the room with Yip Yap and the kids. Lavinia told you that the reason she is chained up in the basement is because they are sisters and that woman killed their father.
Do I
Mhm.
believe her?
You rolled an insight and you couldn't tell if she was completely lying, and you
Correct.
also don't know exactly what
So
she was lying
those
about.
are the words of a woman trying to get me not to justly execute her.
So he still doesn't actually believe her words.
Well, it's not germane. Like what I do with this woman can be decided after I take care of the actual threat.
I don't.
Do
I
you
mean,
need this
I-
woman to
I
be
don't-
alive? I can.
I don't need her to be alive. This was. I'll tell you guys after the session.
She prefers that she keep her life at least for a little bit more.
I don't. It's fine.
Anyways, Yip
I
Yap's
just
gonna
want you to have a good reason for wanting to take her life. I mean, your TED talk was pretty okay, but I think we're gonna need a little bit something more.
You're telling me that catching someone in the act of murder is not a good reason to use violence.
Y'all
I
have
want-
killed multiple people already. I also
I mean-
would like to remind you of that.
Wait,
You
what
are
remind us of what?
also the one who experimented on an animal.
What animal?
The octopus.
Yip Yap firebolt.
An octopus.
Yip Yap fires back at the fire that hit
Wait,
him.
hold on. What happened with me? What did you say I did to other people, Null?
Oh wait, no, it wasn't the octopus. It was the rabbit. Anyway,
Yeah.
you've killed other people.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm
to
not
be
against
fair,
killing, I'm against murder.
in his defense, he didn't know that the rabbit thing was going to be horribly torturous for the animal.
That is also true.
Ears are normally
But also,
dexterous.
animals aren't people. It's not like I'm Michael Vick out here.
We don't talk about him.
Mainstream
Anywho, the
science
woman is
isn't-
escaping.
Well,
mainstream science isn't
No,
interject.
we've paused it.
Oh.
Because I just wanted to know your reasoning for this.
so my reasoning is she's like is a not convicted but like caught murderer, repeat offender.
I like the idea if there wasn't a time stop, like the god of this universe just came down and was like, okay, hold on. We need to talk a moment about your actions here.
Justify yourself.
Justify
Think about your actions before you do this. Like as the missile's leaving the finger, it just pauses. You can take this back if you want to.
Like how much intention does there have to be for you? Because you know that Yip Yap is hell bent on murdering some people, murking some folks who
That's
are technically
true.
justified in murdering Kobold.
That is, point taken.
Like I am an evil character.
Well, yeah, you guys are evil. I'm chaotic good.
I'm good. This is a
Are you
good
evil?
thing.
You know, alignment. I believe alignment should affect how you're playing your character, not the
It
other way
is.
around.
So
If I were a neutral character, I wouldn't care about this woman. If I were an evil character, I'd be like, hey, you want a partner? I'm a good
Yeah.
character. I don't like this.
The firebolt says I care. Speaking of firebolt, what's your AC?
My AC?
I was
Uh-huh.
firing that at the origin of what hit me.
Well,
That was
that's
the
not where
bird.
I am, so that's not germane.
I don't
Okay.
care if it's Germain or Germany. Does that hit?
Yip, you
What?
hit his bird because the dragon's breath came from his bird.
Oh,
The bird is
I'm
dead.
sorry. That was 2 over its health.
Um,
You fool.
you kill Lavinia. The magic missile knocks her head off, and her body, decapitated, lies in the hallway, bleeding out as feathers recede back into the body. And Mary looks at you from the room and starts to cry as she watches you kill. Not even just a murderer, just watching you kill a person.
I
Guilty child.
race to Mary and hold her close, and then take her to Stolas and hold him close, and just cover them in my body away from the sight that they just saw.
Yep is gonna. What happens? Are there like any feathers left from the bird that just got poofed away? Is there any?
That's a Dale question. I don't know. His familiar, his rules.
What did you ask, Steven?
I
Is
poofed
there-
away your familiar. Is there anything left for Yip Yap to look at?
No. Just a big old.
Oops. Yip Yap starts drinking. He just slumps back against the wall.
Well, now we have a power vacuum. So lovely. I'd like to
Next.
search the body.
You're what?
Is there anything? Search the body.
As you search her body, you find a small ring of keys that you assume are for the empty rooms. And you find a locket. And when you open it, it's a picture of her and a picture of the other woman before she was. You assume before she was locked away because she looks much nicer in that picture than she does now.
Interesting. Well, Balgroth, ugly world. What do you propose we do with these two? I say motioning to the woman and then down.
First and foremost, you bury the body and get it away from these children.
Okay, Kano.
We will deal with them later.
I'll drag her body out.
And I hold the kids tight and hum a small lullaby just to calm their spirits.
As y'all do that, the woman who was chained up and watched you kill Lavinia, she kind of stands up on very, very shaky legs and at a distance but noticeably follows you to watch you bury Lavinia.
Oh, Barry. Yes, of course. Well, I'd like to find ideally like flattish dirt and rocky area without a lot of flammable stuff around it.
Yeah.
And I'd like to, maybe put some rocks around and then set the body on fire.
The woman sits down next to the fire and just watches until the body is. It takes a while. But
Now, one of the stories said this woman didn't have a brain. Is that right?
she is insane. She has psychosis, which is why she ended up killing her father. And
Sure.
Yip
Can you
Yap.
talk? Ma'am, do you have a name?
as she looks at the fire, she just kind of looks up at you, as if in her eyes she looks like she wants to cry, but she can't quite bring herself to. And very, very softly, you hear her say, "Rose."
Rose. Rose, while I have no regrets. I am sorry about your sister, and I'm sorry about you. I don't know all the circumstances, but I do hope things go better.
That's the wrong one.
What do you mean that's the wrong fireball?
You watch as she stands up once again, shakily, staring at the fire, and then falls on top of her sister.
I knew it.
Is she burning?
Yes, she is willingly burning alive.
I knew it.
Let's see. What? Uh, um.
Yep.
Well, I will watch somberly until it's done.
I can't believe she came all this way just to kill herself.
That's pretty believable. Oh, what a tangled web we weave.
So it takes a couple hours. It's like near morning by the time the bodies are burnt as best they can be with just a regular fire. They're both dead, fully.
Well, with bloodshot eyes, I sort of stand up and look at the bodies, and I think of Kano, and I say, well, may whatever judgment is appropriate be rendered. May
Yep.
peace happen one way or another. And then I take my leave and go back to the tavern.
Okay. During the night, Balgroth, Yip Yap, what did you do?
Yep. Still just huddled against that wall. His pseudo dragon's in his lap, and he's just kind of petting it for comfort, trying to not focus on what just happened in the last few hours.
I watch over the kids as they sleep and stare at a picture of my late wife, and I'm just like, what are we gonna do? Um, I might as well take care of everything else around here. I put my picture back in my pocket and begin to head downstairs, knowing that there's still some more work to do. And I go downstairs to see where Henry is.
It's a
He's
sanitized way to put it.
he's still passed out on the table you put him on.
I shove him off the table. Wake up!
He groans and kind of pushes himself up, like very rockily, and leans against the table as if, he's on the verge of passing out again. Oof. What? What is it?
You know you almost died tonight.
Did I? That wouldn't be the first time. Am I back in the tavern?
Yes, I drug you back here after you barely escaped death. 2 other people, well, possibly at least one person has died tonight.
Well, people die all the time. That's what I am used to. And those old men said that someone was going to die tonight.
You mean like the multiple women that you've killed?
Hmm. Well, they uh, damn it all. I won't lie to you. Yeah, I've killed.
I take out my sword and place it against his neck. I
Ooh.
should, by right of all that is good, kill you where you stand. But this inn will need someone to take care of it.
Me. Why
Yes.
not the Lavinia's business partner?
I take him with my blade and walk over to his body.
Henry kind of crouches down and feels for his pulse. He's asleep. Did you think he was dead?
He's going to need an assistant now.
What are you doing?
I mean, I basically live here. So,
You could do that, or you could die. I'm being merciful tonight because the 2 children upstairs are traumatized. They need some closure here. Or
which
I
children?
could lead you to the magic man, because he would kill you in a heartbeat.
I've never been scared of hell. And I know I'll see Lavinia there when I get there. And maybe some of the women I killed too. I don't know. You can kill me.
You don't care at all about what you did, do you?
I do care. I loved those women. I loved them dearly.
Then
And
why did they die?
My love language is stab.
it breaks my heart to have killed those women. They were all lovely wives. They're dutiful. Made me happy.
So why should they die while you live?
Because they wanted to run away. And I didn't want them to do that. I'm not a perfect man. I don't pretend to be. In fact, I'd barely say I'm a good man. If you want to kill me, you can kill me, sir. I don't know what authority you have here. You seem to have some. And if I die, it's in the eyes of the primordials and the primordials alone. And they shall judge my soul and send me to where I know I'm going to end up.
My pendant begins to glow green, brightly, so much so that it begins to blind him.
Mm.
Vengeance is chosen. I begin to push him quickly into the wall, so much so that my greatsword ends up slicing his head off.
Oh,
Yeah.
Vengeance is sated, and my pendant begins to fade from its glow.
After you do that and the head kind of falls to the floor, Dione just kind of like jolts awake from the sound. Give me a moment. And he grabs a bucket that was under the bar and he vomits in it for a good 2 minutes.
oh.
You okay there, old man?
Yeah. I'm fine. I've seen dead bodies before. It's more than the core that got to me. Will you help an old man up?
Sure, as his greatsword still hangs. Well, it's sort of stuck in the wall where he laid it. He begins to pick up the man and dust him off. Seems like not all of us have had a rough night.
Right.
Are you going to be all right taking care of this inn by yourself?
Oh, so she's dead?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess I could run this in by myself. Probably won't last too long without Lavinia. She was the soul of this place, even if she was a bad woman.
Well, there's probably some other people who would be willing to help if you. I mean, you could set up an advertisement. There would be a lot of people willing to look for work, hopefully.
No one will work here.
Why is that?
Because of Lavinia. Because of
Ex-
Rosé. This place is cursed. This tavern. That kingdom. All of it. It's cursed. And that's never going to change.
Hmm.
My best bet is to sell this building, honestly, but if I do that, then those kids have nowhere to live.
You've got a point. Well, I'm sure we'll figure something out. But the first thing that we need to do is get the riffraff out of here.
By all means.
He moves to pick up his great sword, pulls it out of the wall, and then he's a tiefling, right?
Yeah, Henry was a tiefling.
He has horns, right?
He
What?
just cut off his
Sure.
head, so yeah.
Yeah, I grab him by his horns and grab him by his torso and drag him out of the inn, trying to keep as much blood in him as possible. And then take him out to where the pyre is, and notice Isaiah still staring at it. Hey,
Ah, hello, Balgraf. Lovely
You're-
world to live in, isn't it?
You're unfazed by the body and head.
Just
After what
watched
I
two
just watched,
bodies burn to a crisp.
I just watched a woman jump on her dead sister's corpse and burn with her.
You're not even gonna acknowledge it, though? Okay.
Balgraf,
where's the woman we saved?
saved is a strong word. Her gesture to the pyre. She's with her sister.
This is dark.
Balgraf,
This is dark.
this is a grim reality. This is the dark part of it. And I know you didn't in the moment approve of what I did. But when offered options, we must pick the best one, even if that's choosing the smaller loss or the lesser evil.
You know, for some reason, I feel like I agree with you. But one thing that we've got to do before we leave this tavern is make sure that we leave it better than when we came. This place is cursed, but there are children in here that need protecting, and we are going to have to do what we can to make sure that they're okay.
I would like to make a world where they don't have to make choices like we have, Balgrath. That's a hope of mine and what I've dedicated my work to. So whether we take them with us or do something here to help provision them, I would very much like to be of use.
That's what I like to hear. As I as I literally swing and shove the tiefling head, making a making a dent into the ground, and using that as basically a start to dig a grave for the body.
Balgroth, there's a fire right there.
Yeah, I know. I just don't want him to be anywhere near those two.
Fair enough. Although I can't guarantee with their ultimate destination, they won't be in quite close quarters.
Point taken. As he continues to dig.
So, yeah, yip.
Yep's just at this point he's just scratching under the chin of his pseudo dragon so that like his eyes are shut and he's just like purring. Trying to get his mind on things. No. Carmichael. Nope.
So, Mary goes up to you and kind of sits across from you. She looks very tired, and her dog is laying behind her. Um, what's gonna happen to us with Lavinia gone?
I don't know.
Am I gonna have to go back to Papa? I'm not ready to go back to Papa yet.
Hey, when I lost the people who protected me and gave me shelter, I didn't know what to do either. I didn't know what was going to happen to me. I just knew I had to go on. I had to honor what came before me and take what worked and what didn't work and go from there. And maybe I've done that good. Maybe I'm just a washed up drunk with a lizard. But one thing I've found out is no matter what, um, you're gonna get where you're going. It might be hard, it might be painful, you might get fire to the face every now and then. Ow. Um, oh, I don't know. I'm not a motivational speaker. I'm a kobold. Um,
I just um my daddy's dead.
And I killed him.
so is mine.
And I don't know where I can go besides here. And then there's Johnny and Eddie.
Take them all.
And Miss Lavinia was like a mother to us. I know she wasn't a good woman, but she was a better mama than my actual one.
You know, Bargroth is like a father to some of us in the wagon party.
God damn it.
Um,
Ugh. My acting is too good.
Dang it, convinced myself.
um, you're trying to get something very serious out of the comical relief character.
It was a serious moment.
This is,
I mean, you can still be funny in a serious moment. I mean, you know Deadpool.
Well, I also just don't know the right answer because the Yip Yap's only advice for what happens when everyone you know is dead is just become a rogue.
That would be nice.
I mean, just answer in character, man. That's the best you can do.
I kind of have so far. Like Yip Yap is trying
Yeah.
to like give meaningful advice. You don't have to go anywhere you don't want to. You don't. I'm not making you do anything. I don't know who would. Because you've clearly been on your own for a while. So, yeah. Just don't murder people, maybe? Maybe. Still in the air. Don't. Good rule of thumb. What's a thumb? 10 notifications on Discord. Are you insane?
I'm gonna go find the boys and I'm gonna tell them what happened. Maybe we can figure something out together. I know Johnny's really good at like camping. maybe we can camp.
Yeah.
I've never camped before.
It's probably more fun with a tent.
Yeah.
Especially when it's cold.
Maybe I could go back to my daddy's farm. I don't know if there's anyone still there.
Invite them with us, Yip Yap.
Hey, I mean, like I said, Bogroth's like a father to like me and Stolas. Don't tell him I said that. About me. Um, maybe he wouldn't mind having some more kiddo tagalongs.
I don't know if I feel like when you're young, you shouldn't have to make decisions like I've made before. And I feel like I'm not a kid anymore. I used to dream about being an adult, how much fun it would be to make my own decisions. But a lot of the decisions I've made have been really hurting. And I just want to go to sleep now.
Oh, here. You don't feel like an adult? You know what they do in kobold tribes when you're an adult?
What?
I give her my second dagger. Only use this when you have to.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome to Tribe Kiriga. That's also what they say.
Thank you. I'm gonna go to sleep.
Okay. There's a book. Stolas had the book that I got from a different town that you don't know about. You can read it if he's not using it.
She just nods silently as Devil gets up and she gets on his back, and the big Rottweiler. She gets on his back and he takes her out of the room to where you assume her room is, or where the boys are. So yeah, there's still, I mean, it's about sunrise now. Kano is still, like, disappeared.
I go inside and I check with the old man to see how things are going.
He's cleaning up the blood.
Nice. So I go straight upstairs and I let's see. I check and see if Mary already found the other boys, right?
Yeah. If you like open the unlocked doors or whatever to find them, you eventually find the room they're in, and
They're all sleeping.
Mary is sleeping on one bed with her dog, and on the other bed are Johnny and Eddie sleeping like sideways from each other.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to explain it, but yeah.
I've given her my underarm holster for the dagger too.
Well, that ends the worst game of hide and seek I've ever played in my entire life. And then he slowly closes the door. And then he walks up to his room and sits beside Stolas as he sleeps, slowly humming the lullaby that he first sang to him and Mary.
You'd probably hear in the other room the soft sobs of Yip Yap. Which is not my mixtape.
Soft sobs of Yip Yap, a classical album, or a grunge album. I don't know.
Both.
It's not better than
It's got at least one song of every genre.
There was an adventuring party and they killed my family. Ah,
And now I'm gonna kill them.
I'm just a teenage kobold stabby.
Getting in the bed with my dad.
When I was a young
Attack.
Dragon took me unto the village to
Okay.
burn.
well, the question is it better than Panic at the Disco, which is just
Yes.
disco music playing while
No, that's exactly what it is.
There is Panic at the Disco on my Yip Yap song playlist. There is an actual playlist for Yip Yap.
Oh wow.
All right.
So,
I guess I'll come back in last at the crack of dawn or whatever. Bloodshot eyes.
yeah.
Is anyone awake at this point?
Dione is just kind of cleaning up. He looks tired as hell, but he's just kind of cleaning around. And he's the only one in the tavern.
Is the devil boy back yet, Kano? I think we're gonna stay another day. And I go, what?
He kind of just looks around. I think y'all folks should just go.
Perhaps you're perhaps you're right. I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh,
Also, why were you paralyzed earlier?
I drank too much McCore, and that can kind of shut down bodily systems if you drink too much, but it tastes like blueberries. I couldn't help myself.
Right.
I can give you some. It's good in small doses. I
Great.
just
Good. I'll go talk to the rest and see what we can do.
so they're like asleep. I don't know. Are y'all asleep?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm out.
Bogrov, psst, are you awake?
I am now.
Excellent. All right then. Seriously though, sorry to wake you, but the man downstairs wants us to leave. Now, where's we don't know what Kano is, so we can probably assume that he'll pop up somewhere. But what are you going to do about the children? Do we leave them here with him? Do we take them somewhere? Take them with us?
Well, we can't leave them here. If with just him here, and without the woman, this inn will fall, and the children will be left stranded. There's nowhere left for them to go. It seems to me that the only option would be to take them with us. There's a possibility that the king and queen could take them,
Or at
but
least
until
find
then,
a home. I
Yeah.
doubt so. Just adopt them as children.
correct.
Even orphanages exist.
Yes, we could perhaps find a place for them. Will they come with us?
I hope they would.
Sadly, they had to see the death.
I wonder why.
Look, I meant to do it, and they'll have to grow up someday. But clearly, they had not been prepared for such things. Except that I'm pretty sure Mary killed her parents, so I'm not sure why she would be that beat up about this. But you know what? People, children, women don't understand them. Just try to be nice to them.
At least you know your limitations, my dear friend. But
Well, it's easy to handle numerable things.
The pseudo dragon is just at the threshold of the door.
He winks at you when he says that.
So, yeah, y'all can choose to take a long rest and like take up half the day sleeping, or you can not sleep and just go.
Oh, we're gonna do that thing where like we just put the kids on while they're still asleep.
what, you mean like kidnapping them?
They can
That would
sleep
be
on the cart.
kidnapping.
Like we can like wake them up and say, "Hey, like grab your stuff, we're going," or something. I don't know.
It wouldn't be kidnapping for stolen. He'd
Well, they're
walk
also
the
they're
road.
also getting like they got to sleep. it would just be me and maybe Balgroth that don't get their full night's rest, I think.
Well, Yip Yap did sleep, yeah.
Yip Yap's asleep.
I mean, if you wake him up before like the middle of the day, he won't get a long rest.
What do you think? Should we just go and try to sleep in the cart except for the driver? Or...
Meanwhile, there's like carbon scoring on Yip Yap's face, like singes at the fringes of his outfit.
Yeah, I think we're all pretty banged up right now. I mean, I was on fire for a second there.
I don't know if I like the idea of, I don't know if I like the idea of staying here is my only fear.
Then why not rest in the cart and then come back?
Come,
Whoa, that
No,
is
rest outside in the cart, and then we can walk back in.
well, it's not the building that bothers me. If you want to stay, we'll stay.
I say we stay and make sure that
We'll leave
everything's
at
right
midday
before we
then.
leave.
I need to
Sleep,
clunk out.
you and me both.
Well, rest well.
I will
So,
try.
yeah, as you all fall asleep, all of you, well, no, what are all of y'all's passive perceptions?
and
Let me check. Passive perception.
13.
okay, Mr. Showon.
My crow, I resummoned while I was looking at the bodies, so it's awake, but it won't necessarily like notice anything beyond.
Are we
that.
counting our familiars' passives?
No, just y'all's passives.
Okey-dokey.
10.
Oh, it's 13 too. That's funny.
Okay. What's Yip Yap's?
10.
So 10, 10, and 13.
Mm-hmm.
So in your sleep, this doesn't wake you up, but in your sleep, you feel something bite you, like a mosquito bite type deal. But it's not enough to wake you up.
I told you.
And as you all go to sleep, you all have the same dreams, pretty much. The first dream, that's the wrong mouse. The first dream,
Not the rat again.
you all are looking through, it's like first person. And you're standing on top of this ladder with ice kind of melting around you as a middle-aged man yells up at you, and two young girls stand behind him holding each other with fear. There's a dog, a Rottweiler, barking next to you, growling at the man. And as you try to scramble away from him and he starts climbing up the ladder to grab at your legs, you end up kicking a bucket that has been filled with water and frozen, so it's filled with ice, fall and hit the man in the forehead. He falls down onto a farmer's pitchfork and is impaled. The two sisters cry out and go to him, but he doesn't move. And you climb down the ladder with your dog. You grab a bag of food from the house and you run away onto a foggy road. And then the dream shifts. You, once again, in first person, you're looking out a window, you see a sparrow sitting on a tree, building a nest, and you hear children's laughter behind you before you feel someone shove you against the window and then punch you in the jaw. As you fall to the floor, you see 5 young boys laughing and pointing at you, calling you a freak, a weirdo, and they keep harassing you until they walk away, one of them kind of trails behind and like gives you the bird or whatever before leaving. And you stand up and you open the window to feel the fresh air. And you are angry. You can feel the anger from this encounter. And the sparrow hops onto the window frame. And you grab it in your rage and snap its neck. And then you feel happy. And the dream shifts one more time. You are watching a older woman play with a young boy who you assume is her son. And it's snowing. You are sitting on a swing, slowly going back and forth as you watch this woman, like, I guess, what's the word? Like, not, she like dotes over this boy. Making sure he's clean, asking if he's okay, not too sick. And then a voice calls him inside a house, and she goes inside. And the boy comes up to you and starts taunting you about how mother loves him more because he was born first, and that she'll never love you as much because you were just a second option. And then he walks away. Wow. And you feel angry and sad, and you can feel tears rolling down your cheek as you get off the swing and start to follow the young boy as he talks and talks about himself. And you trip over a bunch of rocks, and he laughs at you and laughs and keeps laughing. You grab a very sharp stone and you hurl it at his head, and he falls to the ground, bleeding with fuzzy eyes, and reaches up to you, asking for help. But you walk away. And then you wake up, and it's in the middle of the day now.
Well, I wonder what that could have been about. Oh, hang on one second. Sorry, I had to cut through that subtlety with a knife.
Yep, just wakes up in a cold sweat crying more.
Balgras actually ends up shedding silent tears as he begins to look. I mean, as he looks at the door, but imagining the three children outside and in the other room. Those poor children.
Did Isaiah? Does Isaiah remember the prick he felt?
Yeah, and you can see on your arm there's like a mosquito bite forming.
What?
I got a mosquito bite in the middle of the woods? Whoa.
Well, hold on. I felt a prick while I was sleeping, and then I had a suspiciously prophetic set of dreams. May I detect magic on this sucker?
Well, the question is it prophetic or is it?
Well, you
is
know
it? It's in the past.
Yes. I can't think of the word. I had a vision.
A vision of the past.
Yip Yap's gonna go out to see if he can find the children once he collects himself.
Right.
I cast Mind Sliver on myself to make sure I'm awake. No. It doesn't work in dreams.
Big ball.
That would be interesting.
I'd like
How does
to-
psychic attacks work in dreams?
There, I sent you a message.
Oh,
what?
I immediately leave. Balgroth, we're leaving now.
What do you mean?
We're leaving now. Get everything you need. I'll get the car ready.
Does Yip Yap find the kids?
Well, what about the children?
We'll get the children, yes, but
As you all wake up, I assume is anyone going down to the tavern floor? I'm assuming Isaiah is.
I'm if I can't find him upstairs, I'm looking down on the floor.
Yeah. On the main floor is Dione making some food and like pouring glasses of water, and you see Johnny and Eddie are sitting at a booth talking to each other, and Mary is sitting next to the fire with Devil laying next to her.
Trying to get to Yip Yip. What does Yip Yip have?
I'm gonna sort of stop as I'm about to barge out. Beg pardon, but none of you happened to go by hear anything happening outside my room last night, did you?
You're just asking this to like the children,
Yes, and the bartender.
so you're just yelling and okay. Um, they all kind of look up at you, like kind of startled that you're just yelling, but they just all kind of shake their heads, mumble like no's and stuff.
All right. Wait a sec. Is the Flogan still around me?
There's some outside, yeah, but not that
He's not the
many.
one following me anymore.
No.
Interesting.
Yip Yip
Is Stolas still sleeping?
Yip is
Hmm?
not the character I want him to be.
Is Stolas still sleeping?
Stolas is awake, but he's still just laying down,
Okay. Well,
looking at the wall.
I pick him up. And along with our other stuff, I begin to carry things out. Well, good news, little one. We're going to be on the road again. I don't know why, but we're going to be on the road again now.
Just nods his head.
Alrighty then. Well, once we get down to the caravan, we'll just drop you down here, and we'll be back once we get everything. We'll be on the road once we get everything packed up. All right.
He nods again.
Awesome, little guy. And then he
Yep.
walks back into the. I mean, he slides slides past the other rooms and then walks down to the end. See, I want to see if I can get the kids, but Yip Yap is already in front.
Yeah, I was hoping to try something for him.
I look at Yip Yap and I nod at him, and then I walk out.
You see Yip Yap carrying his pseudo dragon in his arms. Yip Yap goes right up to the drow boy. He's like, "Hey, did you sleep all right? Here, you want to hold my pseudo dragon?"
Eddie looks at you and
Yip Yap's trying his best to smile.
he just shakes his head.
Oh.
Then looks over at Johnny. And Johnny grins and reaches for your pseudo dragon.
No, 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 no.
Oh, come on! It looks so cool, though.
I'm sure it does. And your outfit looks pretty cool.
My outfit?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, hey, that dude who was like yelling or whatever. Can you tell him that I used that like little book he gave me for kindling?
Okay.
For swine.
I was hoping this would go very different than it did. And Yip Yap pads off to see Mary.
Mary is kind of petting Devil and talking to herself, just like kind of like she's having a conversation with the dog, but like a one-sided conversation, and she's just kind of like, as you get closer, you hear her say, "Sure, he would have changed his mind eventually. I mean, I didn't like Benjamin, and no, he wouldn't have made me. He wouldn't have." Before she notices you and stops talking.
Yep just looks into the fire to where is the light could the lighting be to where like Yip is mostly just illuminated by the fire?
Yeah.
Okay. It's just like sometimes things happen that are out of our control. And it's not our fault. And you're under no obligation to beat yourself up over it. Okay?
Okay.
Good talk. Yip heads off with his eyes full of tears. 1 out of 3. I tried.
Is Solus outside yet?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Balgroth put him out in the.
Shoot, you're right. 1 out of 4.
Solus, the other night, last night, when you dropped down into the pit, did anything happen in there?
He kind of just looks at you for a second before looking back out over the grass. I always read stories about dead people, what happens when they die. And my mom told me that when you die, you go to a good place. That my dad went to a good place. But those bodies looked terrifying. And now I can't help but think that that's what my father looks like right now, where we buried him. He's just half skin, half bone, being eaten alive, eaten dead, being eaten by bugs. And
Do I
he's
hear
not there.
this?
Are you still at the wagon?
I believe I am.
Then, yeah, you can hear him. And he's still there. They don't go anywhere, do they?
Well, Solus,
Not really.
the body is not the person. If, not that I would, but if my hand were chopped off, I would still be me. And if I got a new hand, I'm not any more or any less. So whatever happens to the body doesn't necessarily mean it's happening to the person.
But how many limbs can you replace before you're a different person?
Death is a grim thing. And I'm sorry that you had to see it in that way. But we will protect you. We will keep you safe. I imagine it was terrifying to go from fun play to dead bodies staring you in the face and chained up women. But you are the man of your family now. And so you'll need to be able to handle these things over time.
No. Mother always told me that death was a gift, in a way, because the world is very, very cruel to some people. And that it was going to be cruel to me because I am the prince and one day I will be king, and kings aren't treated good. People act like they like us, but they don't. No one liked my father except for me and my sister. And when I die, after I find a wife, hopefully, I don't know. I never thought about it, really.
I have the most mood-ruining, intrusive song lyric off of what he just said.
And don't share.
Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat.
I'm so doomed.
Well,
when I get married and become king, I'm going to die too.
You don't mean you'll die as soon as you get married, do you?
No, I'll die after I have an heir. That's what happened to my father. After I was born,
Really?
he died. That's what our life cycle is like.
Oh,
For
reproduction.
royals, at least. Once there is an heir, a male heir in the family. The father passes.
Is that natural or chosen?
Yes.
Hmm.
Biological. He died a day after I was born.
So you never even met him?
I only heard stories and saw pictures. What my sister told me. She knew him.
Well, if that's to be your lot in life, and that is not an easy one, then be the best king you can be, so that your son won't have to deal with what you are right now. And so hopefully no one will have to. Do a good job.
You're not alone, young prince. As you've seen, even though death can be a bad thing or a good thing, what makes them good or bad are the people you surround yourself with. And even though you got saddled with us, I have believed that we've taken care of you quite well, all things considered. And I've sworn to make sure that no harm, at least no physical harm, comes to you. And I know the situation that you're in. I was going to become king. And that is a big responsibility. But with that responsibility comes with humility. If you want people to like you, if you want people to like a good king, you must be a good king. And I believe that you have the qualities of a good king, of being a good man. And I'm sure once we get you back home, you will find your rightful place as king. And you will make me so very proud.
He smiles at you, and then he kind of hugs you. I wish I had a father like you growing up.
Well, now you do.
I wish I had a son like you.
Did you have a
I
kid?
hug him tighter. I hug him even tighter as I stare off into the distance, as I see flashes of my pregnant wife in the distance. I was going to.
He nods and just hugs you.
But now I do.
Cool. So, y'all load up onto the wagon?
The, what, 6 of us? 7 of us?
You'd never really asked the other three
Yeah,
kids
we
to
should
join.
ask the
Yeah,
kids.
it's like I don't want to just leave without.
No, I dragged them by the hair.
No, by
Mage
the
hand
ear.
literally carrying them all.
By the ear, of course.
Yeah.
Paragraph. I think perhaps you should be the one to ask, since you're lucid, and you're probably a bit more of less prickly than some of the other options.
Me with literally in gleaming armor of badgers with sharp teeth as my pauldrons. Yeah, sure, I can do that.
Yip
Literally
Yep.
barges in and yells, "Hey kids, want to go on an adventure?"
as he barges in, like
Indeed.
Yip Yap was in the middle of carving into the table, like he was sitting beside what's his name, the kid with the stiletto, just carving, yeah, and explaining. Sometimes I want to stab things, but it's better to stab things that don't go ow.
I've never heard an animal go ow.
Work with me here, okay?
And
You clearly
You guys are
understand what
acting
I'm.
like weird this morning.
You clearly understand what I'm trying to communicate with how you responded.
I don't hurt kids or people. I wouldn't do that.
You tried to hurt me.
You're not a kid or a person.
I am a person. I was a kid a year ago by human standards. You know kobold standards? Nobody ever told me kobold standards because they all died. Do I go around stabbing people for it? Maybe, but not really.
I've never
Ball-
stabbed a person.
You almost did.
Balgroth walks into the inn and gathers up the children and yep.
Look, have you ever heard of a druid?
No. Put me down.
They talk to animals. Animals can talk.
Gross.
I sit them all in front of me and kneel in front of them. All right, kids. I hope you guys had a good night's sleep.
No.
Yep. I
It was
I
talking to you.
I want to ask you guys a big question, but a good question. How would you guys feel about going on an adventure with us? How about you guys? How would you guys like traveling with us? Because with the inn pretty much empty, our friend here is going to have to take care of some things to himself, and he wants us to make sure that you guys are okay. So why don't you come with us?
So the three kids just kind of look at you for a little while before Johnny speaks up. We talked about this, the three of us, when Mary got back.
Is
We
that so?
saw, or she told us about the look on that kid's face, on Stolas's face. And I've seen things. I've seen dead animals, and I've seen a dead body every once in a while. I didn't cause those. He looks at Yip Yap, but then,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't want to go with you because it seems like wherever you go, death is very, very close. And I don't want to die before I get to actually see anything. And I know Eddie agrees with me. Mary is on the fence. But I'm not going with you.
I mean, you're kind of only judging us off one experience.
Right.
That's all I need. Why would I follow people I just met? You could be no better than Lavinia. I wouldn't know.
I mean, we don't kill animals. He Yip glares at Isaiah.
Not me.
Kill was in italics. We don't kill animals.
Animals? I kill animals.
Yeah, he does.
They're animals, man, not people.
You
Well,
unintentionally tormented one.
I didn't
well-
know I was.
well,
You're
my
fine here.
my little one, if you do stay here, there might not be a place for you for very long.
Then I'll go somewhere else. I've been moved around enough. I can find another place, and I'll bring Eddie and Mary with me.
I just want to make sure that you guys are safe. And I won't rest until you guys are safe.
I don't want y'all to grow up to be the kind of guys who murder a kobold tribe.
Please.
I only hurt the animals when I get angry, you know. I don't do it for fun. Never did it for fun.
Because you're angry.
Of
Because
course.
you know you can't hurt people.
I
But
don't
what
want to
happens?
hurt. I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't
Insight.
like
If
you.
you're being honest,
You can tell he's lying. I don't like any of you, and I don't want to go with you. He's telling the truth about that.
Mm. We just want to make sure that you don't get bullied anymore.
What?
that's very tactless.
Mm.
I
We
was
want
trying to be tactful.
I know. We want to make sure that you're cared for and that you're appreciated like you should be.
He goes to like grab something from his pouch, but Eddie like holds his arm and like
You know?
slowly pushes Johnny behind him before looking up at you.
And
Shall
you,
not thorn nor lie.
What does
The
that
words
mean?
that come from your mouth hurt more than you think. Do not tell us what we should believe and what we should do. We have been on our own for longer than you can conceive, and we have been doing fine. Do not boss my friends around. Do not treat us like babies.
of
We are
course,
here because this is the only place where we can be happy and have friends. I can't go anywhere else.
Why
And I
not?
don't know what would happen. I don't know what's going to happen. But I know that whatever happens, happens. And we'll do what we always did.
Why can't you go anywhere else? I've traveled quite a ways, and I'm like public enemy number one.
as have I.
I'm a kobold.
We've
Because
all found our ways, and somehow it has brought us together.
and we're together. And we're doing our own thing. And we don't have to follow you just because you tell us to.
Of course not. It's your choice. But I want to make sure that you guys are okay.
We're trying to show you that. Well, we didn't mean to show you. Yes, the world is messed up, and people die. But we're trying to show you that.
There's a better way.
Yeah.
We are fine.
Are you sure?
Tell not thorn nor lie.
Then don't lie.
Then don't.
We're
I
not
know
gonna-
you've been hurt.
We're not going to judge you if things aren't okay.
None of us are okay.
Huh.
Pretty all right, actually. Just putting that out there.
Nobody
You're not-
cares.
Help it. If I had a second dagger, I'd throw it at your head.
You'd miss.
Doubt.
All of us, whether internally or externally, have something wrong with us. And that's okay. But we
It's
want to
not-
make sure that you're important, that you're cared for.
It's not about where you come from. It's about where you're going. That's what's important. And we want to make sure. We want to encourage you. It's in everyone's best interest that you'll ever care about, that you're going in the right direction.
And even if you don't stay with us for long, if you go your own way, we won't stop you. But as long as you get there safe and get there together, that's what we care about. So please.
I understand being independent. I was on my own for, I don't know. I don't have a concept of time. But I didn't, and I couldn't stay that way forever. And I found these guys, and they've taken care of me in ways that I haven't said thank you for. Thank you for healing me. I'm a worthless kobold. You wasted valuable energy on me.
Dear Yip Yap, nothing has been a waste.
Thank you. That means a lot. And I understand you're a friend group. You look out for each other. But look at me. I'm shorter than some of you. And I'm pretty strong. And I still need help. I'm not saying you're pathetic. You guys are intimidating. You have a stiletto. That's scary. It's not wrong to seek help. It's not wrong to accept help.
It's okay to not be okay.
It's okay. Yeah.
Mary kind of looks at you and smiles.
Who is the you in that sentence?
Like, the three of you.
Balgroth smiles back at her.
Y'all are nice. You are. But we all agreed that whatever road y'all are going down isn't a road that was meant for us by any means. And maybe we will go down the same road together. But right now, that's not for us. And we're going to stay here and help out Mr. Dione as much as he needs, because we are strong. Eddie can lift a lot. I have Devil, and Johnny's really smart. We can stay here and help with the tavern. There's always folks coming down the road, paying for rooms. And then one day, we'll go and do something for us.
Yep looks to Balgroth. Well, two of them do have daggers.
Balgroth sighs to himself, but gets up and takes out a coin that he has and Yip Yap, can I borrow your knife?
Yep hands him the one dagger he has left.
He uses it to carve out a badger out of the coin, hands the knife back to Yip Yap, and hands the coin to Mary. Here, to remember us by, and to give you encouragement for where you guys are going. We might not see you all the time, but just know that we're thinking about you.
If you hear rumors about the Hands of Vengeance, that's our party name. I don't know if he etched something related to that or not.
And then Balgroth hugs them, and as he's hugging them, he sheds a small tear, thinking about his wife and children, or kid, and then gets up and faces the two. Faces Yip Yap and Isaiah. Well, it seems that they've made their decision. It's time we made ours and be on our way.
Mary, one last thing before we part. Yip Yap in kobold tribes. There's also a type.
Where'd he go?
He's gone. I'd like
There
to
you
go
go.
to the bartender. Oh, he's back.
There you go.
I had a buffer at the worst time. So yeah, Yip Yap is like, okay, Mary, in kobold tribes. Another thing. Title. Mine wasn't bestowed, mine was earned. Well, they're all earned. No fear. That's your title.
Thanks.
You are most welcome.
Does Devil get one?
Hmm. What does Devil what kind of moniker comes to Yip Yap's mind when he looks at Devil?
Um, it's a big Rottweiler. I don't know. It as long as you've seen the dog, it's always been right next to Mary's side, in some way or another, as like a guardian.
Good boy.
Yeah, he is.
Yip Yap boops him on the nose.
Boops on the snoot.
Yes.
Boop de snoot.
He licks your hand.
Oh, slimy.
Isaiah, anything for you?
I actually wanted to briefly speak with the adult, the bartender.
Okay.
I sort of quietly go to him. Last night while I was sleeping, something caused me to have some very specific dreams, and I am not able to use my usual magics to identify it. If that was you, or even if it wasn't, take care of these children.
I think you'll find on a nat 20 Arcana check it was the school of plotomancy.
You don't know what I do, yeah.
Well, I don't do no magic,
Right.
but there's lots of magical things out here. Those little birds outside. Maybe it was a satchel. I don't know. Those come and go.
Is that true?
They've been told to bring dreams to people.
Interesting. Well, in any case, take care of the children. And I look at the three and say, wait, hang on a sec, what are their names? I've got them written down. It's Mary, Johnny, and not Henry, Eddie.
Ed.
Ed.
Yeah.
Don't ask me
Mary,
what-
Johnny, Eddie. You've had very difficult lives. From now on out, it's what you make of them. So make yourself the kind of people you'd like to be, and make the kind of world you'd like people like you to live in.
Johnny
I hope we meet again.
smiles at you and he points. I'm going to be like you. And I'm going to learn magic.
I hope you do. And I look forward to seeing your progress. And I take my leave. And is that Johnny or Eddie who just said that?
Johnny. It was Johnny.
Interesting.
What are the others gonna be? What are the others gonna be? So, which one's the rogue?
I think that's everything, right?
Yeah, no, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, we should get going.
Yip Yap took off the mask, by the way, otherwise he would look like Zorro.
Yeah. I figured he took it off at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So, y'all clamber onto the wagon. The nightmare horses have been fed and watered, so they're good to go. Stolas is just kind of sitting, looking out the window, looking towards Kincardine. Who's going to drive?
Oh, crumbs.
I guess we're gonna have to roll animal handling, aren't we?
I have
Yeah.
a 0 for animal handling. Does anybody have a plus?
Y'all can still roll. I
have a
mean, which
plus.
character would offer to drive?
I will offer to drive.
All right, Isaiah, do an animal handling.
Just right under acrobatics.
All right,
Oh.
15. Easily enough. They respond well. All right. They respond well, and y'all are back on the road.
I
Got a
sip my
day's
salt.
travel to Kincardine now.
As the cart takes off, Yip Yap's gonna start going over like, Ephesus, no. Athanasius, no. Asher, that's a dumb name.
And Balgroth just sits by Stolas and looks out of the window with him, making sure that he's okay.
He just smiles at you.
Beautiful day, isn't it, lad?
He just nods. And as y'all ride up, it's about getting to noon, and that's where we're going to call the session.
Ooh.
Which went a lot longer than I thought it would.
Been a lot more
Morality
emotions
came
than I
into
thought it
question,
would.
and when morality comes into question, I go insane.
Clearly. I
Yeah.
thought I was gonna get booted or something. It's like, am I missing? I'm like, I know this
Am
is
I
like
missing something?
a hard line I'm taking, but like, have I missed some major detail that like everyone else gets but me, or am I?
Right.
Like, are you sure you want to kill this person? Like,
I mean, I didn't think that was what was going to happen. I figure there could be major ramifications depending on who we run into for your actions. But
Right. I honestly thought like it was going to be the witch that we've been looking for, and she's been
like,
hiding this whole time.
or like she tells you, yeah, you definitely need to change your alignment, and we run into a classic style paladin who's like, oh, you're not good. I will smite thee.
I'm like,
quite comfortable with the lawful good alignment. Although technically I haven't written it down on my sheet, but I just realized that.
So, yep, that is the end of this episode. We will be back again next week. And then hopefully y'all will find out what happened to Kano. Maybe not. Probably not.
he just appears back.
I'll
Like,
have
what
to-
in the world just happened?
I'm going to have to talk to Dennis about that because I do have an idea that I think will be interesting. But,
Okay.
yes, same time next week.
He was meeting someone named Akita in a formless void. Then they both popped back to their respective places.
They switch places now.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Right.
All right. See ya, everyone.